belief about
I'm on the phone.
You on the phone?
Yeah.
You looking at my baby?
No, I ain't looking at him. No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, man. Next time we come outside, don't be staring and shit like that. I don't like that.
I wasn't looking at him.
Belief about
I'm on the phone.
You on the phone?
Yeah.
You looking at my baby?
No, I ain't looking at him. No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, man. Next time we come outside, don't be staring and shit like that. I don't like that.
I wasn't looking at him.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, I'm back again. Going back to back. That weak ass song. That's a classic. Somebody said we talking about hip hop yesterday. Check out hip hop 101 play clip. That's a play. That's a classic. Yeah, battle rifle Bringo, little sweet and sour ass up in here. I'll wait to put out the link. I put out multiple times. Bringo, sweet and sour ass in here. I don't know what the fuck we talking about. I don't even know what we talking about, bro. What we talking about? Hold on. Oh, my bad. What we talking about, bro? Oh, yeah, De La Hoya. I spelled the nigga name wrong. Hold on. Oh, that boy something else. Hold on. Sheesh. Hold on. De La Hoya. I'm gonna add you in a minute, bro. Rifle, give me 1 second. Let me fix this. De La Hoya. Billy Joe Saunders sold a whole bunch of tickets with Canelo. Billy Joe Saunders. Okay, hold on. Ryan Javier Fortuna and Keef Thurman. I got that confirmed. Keith Thurman rumor. Error card. What they mean an error card? Same my stuff. Well, YouTube won't let me change it. Hold on. Put my headphones on. I'm turning this Apple up. Hold on, I can't hear you. Give me a minute. There we go. What's up, Battle Rifle?
What's good, CJ? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Your boy De La Hoya said he come back on Triller.
That's my boy?
That's your boy. That's your favorite fighter, right?
I mean, he was before. I mean, not my favorite. He was one of my faves. It's been a while since I've been a De La Hoya fan.
You gonna buy his lingerie line?
Man, look, all that stuff outside the ring, man. I ain't even really interested in it. As a fighter, the dude, he was straight man down. He was straight. He wanted to fight everybody.
Yeah, he's solid. But yeah, he coming back on Triller. Hold on.
It's probably gonna be like an expedition fight, like how he did with Shaquille O'Neal.
I mean, it gotta be more serious than that. He headlined July 3rd. Now I got word that Errol Spence is supposed to fight Ugas on the July 3rd or July 10th. I'm gonna probably guess that's gonna be on the 10th now.
I mean, Oscar De La Hoya is not really an out of shape guy, but I don't think he's been promoting himself as somebody who's just been working out in the gym so much. So it's got to be like an expedition.
Mm-hmm. You know, he said he wanted to come back and fight Triple G, then he changed his mind. Like was it yesterday?
Yeah, I think that was just a stunt, man. That was just a stunt, man. Honestly,
he just make a salute. You might as well go ahead and beat up Jake Paul or Logan Paul. Why not?
He probably would beat him too. More likely he would.
Of course he'd beat him. If De La Hoya didn't stop him, that'd be disappointing.
I mean, then again, Jake Paul is pretty big, man. He like a cruiserweight.
He like 187, but Oscar De La Hoya professional, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was a professional now.
That left hook gonna put Jake Paul to sleep, bro.
Probably looking like Ricardo Mayorga in that fight.
Oscar De La Hoya coming out. Hold on. You got a little feedback. We said Oscar De La Hoya coming out of retirement once Floyd Mayweather in July. Floyd better not, bro. Floyd better not fuck with Oscar De La Hoya. That should be hilarious.
Wasn't it a rumor of them getting a rematch?
Yeah. De La Hoya in shape. Don't know about fighting shape though. Bobby Smitty. De La Hoya doesn't seem like he in great shape. De La Hoya will stop Paul easy, but De La Hoya and Floyd. Two, that Al Heyman definitely gonna have his hands all over that. He ain't gonna let that shit go to Triller.
It really should, though. That's one thing it should go to. Have Floyd versus Oscar De La Hoya rematch. Put that junk on Triller.
Floyd's
So
still in
Triller,
fighting shape. You
huh?
hear me? Floyd's still in fighting shape.
Man, I don't know, man. Like here's the thing, like when he fought that Japanese dude, man, he ain't looking shape at all. That dude look like freaking I don't know, look like potted meat. I swear, like he ain't looking shape, man. You see him when he fought that Japanese?
Yeah, he was fighting a dude like 110 pounds though. That shit wasn't no fair.
It wasn't fair at all, but Floyd didn't look in shape at all. Like you can see the predators around
He
his
did.
you can see the predators around his trunks, like the extra meat.
He ain't gonna play with De La Hoya though. Why not? That seems like a move they would make. It would make so much money. It would. De La Hoya Floyd too. For $50 too? For the retro price? Chuck, salute.
But yeah, like if I'm being completely honest, man, boxing as far as pay-per-view hasn't been interesting in me in a long time, man. But a lot of these boxers been making me mad, honestly. So I don't even feel like paying for anything. I'm just gonna be streaming.
The Charlo pay-per-view wasn't bad though.
So no, David Chico, I didn't even pay for that. I streamed that.
I mean, I'm just saying. If and Trino, it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad.
It wasn't bad. Yeah, it was a good fight. I thought it was gonna be more competitive than what it was. But
the reserve fight was more competitive to me than I thought.
Yeah, that fight was competitive. Like it seemed like don't get me wrong, like Jamel got a good chin, but it's like he was a couple of times he about to topple over. Like
the body punches was fucking him up. He was complaining. I ain't never seen a nigga complain.
Yeah, lately he probably in shape. You right. You like, but that Japanese fight was like a little while ago. You probably right.
That nigga looked terrible. What's up, L5?
Yeah, he did look terrible, but that just looked funny. Like I was like, Floyd looked like red. He looked his age that night. He really did look his age.
I think they do a sit up, man. Don't age or nothing. But De La Hoya and Floyd, that shit probably break pay-per-view numbers for sure.
You think so?
Hell yeah.
They ain't gonna make more than Conor McGregor or Pacquiao.
Hey man, you probably. I think it's gonna do better than these dudes doing today for sure.
Of course it is.
Errol Spence.
Like Floyd's last fight was 500K pay-per-view buys. How many boxers did 500K except for Canelo?
Yeah, you talking about Andre Berto
or AJ, huh?
Andre
Berto.
Yeah, he might be fighting Keith Thurman in the comeback. I got that confirmed. Either Thurman.
Yeah, well, you seen that shirt Keith Thurman was wearing? What type of shirt was that?
That Kanye apparel, nigga. That's the Kanye apparel.
Bro, that junk looked like he literally poked holes in his shirt.
Yeah, Kanye. He said Floyd. Kobe said Floyd had a dad body for that Japanese fight. He did.
He definitely had a dad bod. With the chest hair, he got that Wolf of Wall Street bod.
He said Floyd would embarrass Oscar cokehead ass. Yeah, niggas still.
I don't know, man. Like people got to stop sleeping on Oscar like he didn't give Floyd a run for his money. That was a split decision, man.
He did, and that was a true split. That was more of a true split decision than the Canelo. But who else could he be fighting? Because Jake Paul, Logan Paul. I mean,
we talking about options for Floyd or Oscar?
Oscar. I mean,
who else could he be fighting?
Shane Mo. I mean, I guess not Shane. Maybe him and Bernard in the exhibition.
Bernard whooped that man behind.
Yeah, Bernard.
I think it's some people told me that they feel like Oscar De La Hoya threw the Bernard Hopkins fight because he was just getting tore up so much. He was like, I gotta find a way out of this.
he knocked Oscar De La Hoya out. You talking about Oscar? He knocked.
I know. Look, here's the thing. I don't doubt the fact that Oscar De La Hoya can knock somebody like De La Hoya out. Like it's not beyond.
About Oscar who? You keep saying you had Oscar and De La Hoya.
Okay, my bad. I don't doubt the fact that Bernard Hopkins can knock somebody like Oscar De La Hoya out. Bernard Hopkins is good, but it's a couple of people that I don't talk to. They feel like Oscar De La Hoya kind of threw that match because he was getting embarrassed so much. He was like, let me find a way up out of here. I got hit with a body shot.
A liver. That was a good liver shot though.
It was a good liver shot though.
He beat Felix Trinidad. They had to reschedule that because I think it was on the weekend or right about 9/11. He beat Trinidad. Didn't he knock him out with a body shot too?
Nah, he knocked him out to the face. He threw like a right. It was a weird stoppage. He threw a right hook. Trinidad got back up, and then that's when Bernard Hopkins started celebrating. Like they actually, okay, you remember Tony Harrison versus Jared Hurd?
Yeah.
You remember how Jared Hurd celebrated real early? So they kind of thought they stopped the match, but the referee wasn't trying to stop it, but the referee just stopped it anyway because he saw the people start getting in the ring. It was the same way with Trinidad versus Bernard Hopkins because he got back up, but the ref started seeing people come in the ring. He's like, I might as well stop it because it's gonna be weird.
And he said, "Have you heard the rumors about Chavez Jr. fighting?" I heard that Roy Jones won that fight. I heard that too. Who Oscar fighting?
Yeah, I heard about that.
They ain't say Oscar fighting nobody. But I don't know if we can use the audio. I ain't about to get flagged. Fuck them. But
you could just read the quotes.
On this one they ain't got them. But it said that La Hoya will likely take place in Texas at AT&T Stadium in a potential venue. Triller's also reportedly interested in a big UFC name as a possible. So he fighting an MMA fighter. Okay, he fighting a UFC fighter. I can live with that. In a boxing ring, I can live with that. So he probably gonna fight somebody in UFC who really ain't like who they really don't feel like paying. You know what I'm saying? So he might fight like a lower tier UFC guy. Why not fight Adesanya? He boxed a little bit. That'd be a good fight.
Man, that guy would get tore up by Adesanya.
You think in a boxing match?
I know. In a boxing match? No. I was talking about
a boxing match.
Yeah.
Adesanya. Why not? Adesanya is still a champion, so they're not gonna get him over there. We haven't seen that Floyd defense in a while.
Didn't he just lose though?
Yeah, he lost. He lost at a new weight class. He went up and lost, so he still got his belt. He still got his belt. He walking opponents down now because he walking motherfuckers down. What about 50 Cent and De La Hoya? Fuck it.
That actually would be a good match. Yeah, 50 Cent. He already boxed. He's a southpaw.
He might fuck around and knock Oscar De La Hoya the fuck out.
Man, he not in enough shape. Honestly,
He's too big for Oscar. He's too big for Oscar.
If you seen how like fatigued, like almost every time you see an expedition match, you see how fatigued them people is when they get in a boxing match, even though they've been training. Like you know, there's a big difference.
Yeah, Fernando Vargas, maybe. Shit, where Trinidad at? That nigga needs some money.
It's weird that we never got a rematch between them.
He should have.
It's almost like every time Fernando Vargas lose, he never gets a rematch except for Shane Mosley.
Mm-hmm. Shit, Shane.
He didn't get one for Trinidad either, even though that was a competitive fight.
Who retired and who retired just recently? Who ain't shit? I'm trying to think about somebody that retired. That ain't shit. Lucian Butte still fighting?
I have no idea. I was about to say Brandon Rios, but I think he's still fighting.
Oh shit! Or Alvarado, get one of them motherfuckers. What about Oscar and Manny too? Manny Pacquiao would fuck Oscar worse than he did the first time. Man, Oscar, he said no. He caught him flood.
And the thing is, Manny would take that fight.
Of course he would. That's gonna be $1 billion fight for them niggas. He said, "What?" But
the thing is, like, if we go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I mean, the thing is, we got to find somebody who ain't too heavy, who can at least look around the same size as Oscar, put it on a good matchup where it's not going to be like Oscar just schooling this dude. Like, you know what I mean?
What about Roy Jones and Oscar?
That's actually a good fight.
Why not?
But the thing is, I don't think Oscar De La Hoya is going to be coming in that ring over 200 pounds. I think he'll come in around 180.
Roy old as fuck though. You see that nigga was walking to the ring like he has stilettos on.
But ain't Oscar like 50 though?
Yeah. Hold on.
It ain't gonna be that old. It ain't gonna be that big of a difference. Oscar's in his 50s.
Tell Nate old ass to get in the ring. Nate Campbell with Oscar De La Hoya. Get Nate Nate probably beat the fuck out of Oscar.
Oh yeah. You know how Nate Campbell don't be liking them. Get Nate Campbell.
Yeah, put Nate Campbell in that motherfucker. Let's get Nate some money. We for sure have press credentials with Nate there, nigga. Yeah. Oscar De La 48 and Roy is 52 years old. I'm just trying to think of some month. Where Felix Sturm at? He got hit with tax evasion. Felix Sturm's in De La Hoya too.
Haven't heard from him in a little minute. He got
hit with tax evasion.
Shoot, break Kurt Cece out of prison.
Andre Ward in De La Hoya. No, Tim Bradley in De La Hoya. Fuck it. Tim old and fat.
Tim probably whoop his behind.
Mm-hmm.
Even with the pudgy stomach.
He niggas just blew up after he retired.
He definitely blew up. He don't need to wear no more suits.
Ronald said, "What does Ryan got to do for respect? He fight Fortuna. He got my respect. We'll get there. Oscar getting the bag. I guess it's about saving Golden Boy. Yeah, Tito Ortiz. He gonna fight Tito Ortiz. He'll beat the shit out of Tito Ortiz in the boxing match.
I'm trying to think. Like you got me thinking. Like, what's a good retired boxer that we can have against him?
And that's ain't too big for him. Well, he should fight Anderson Silva in the boxing. Anderson Silva's old as shit.
Shoot, if like Mike Tyson,
hold on. We're missing one obvious choice, bro. A couple of them. Conor McGregor.
But I don't think that fight gonna happen because he said he was gonna fight Conor McGregor, and then something just didn't happen.
Why not now?
They're supposed to, first Oscar said he was gonna fight Conor McGregor. That didn't happen. Then Canelo said he might fight Conor McGregor. That didn't happen. And then Pacquiao said he might fight Conor McGregor. That didn't happen.
Him and Khabib in the ring. Oscar old as shit. Khabib
training a guy for his next fight, so I don't think that's gonna happen.
Why not put some boxing gloves on that motherfucker?
I don't think Khabib.
Him Oscar De La Hoya might sell too.
Who? Conor McGregor versus Oscar?
Hell yeah, they might sell too.
That definitely is sell. Like if you had, did Conor McGregor do more money than Pacquiao? I don't think it did it?
Yeah, didn't it? Yeah, it did. I mean, I pull it up.
Yeah, that was supposed to be the fight of the century. If he was waiting on that, so I'm guessing pre-ticket sales.
No, it didn't. I remember, but it didn't. I look it up, but it didn't.
I'm trying to think, man. You got me real deal thinking right now. I can't think of no boxers that retired recently because boxers don't never retire. They always come back.
Roberto Duran still like doing fights and shit.
Ooh, that's a good one. Roberto Duran.
Oh, that nigga like 100.
Roberto Duran fought for 30 plus years in the ring. He'll come back.
So yeah, it didn't do more than Mayweather. Then Pacquiao didn't. No, it didn't.
But honestly, I'm really there trying to see what we can get as far as like new fights coming on because we already got the Povetkin versus White. I'm looking forward to that. We already got we got Devin Haney versus versus Lennard is already signed, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Hold on, I got one. Bill said he ain't never got his ass whooped in the fight.
Man, Bill is not gonna do that. Bill is not gonna do that, man. He is not gonna do that. I'm telling you, he ain't gonna do.
Bill gonna have to make more money than his son would.
Oscar De La Hoya versus Floyd Sr.
Floyd old as hell. It gotta be somebody young. Oscar is gonna fight Tito Ortiz. Oscar promoted Tito. Tito old as fuck. They ain't gonna have no sizzle to it, man. They almost got Tito killed.
Tyson gonna fight Holyfield, right?
Yeah, May 29th. He said Floyd. Hey, these little old exhibitions taking over boxing, nigga.
Exactly.
Oscar versus Clarissa Shields. Why not?
Man.
Gender neutral, motherfucker. Gender neutral.
You trying to get this lady killed?
Shit, she talk all that shit. She should be able to beat that nigga.
Yeah, just like Ronda Rousey and see what happened to her.
They said she found out she got some nigga in her. You seen that shit?
What the heck is that supposed to mean?
She got black in her. Look that shit up. I want to see Floyd versus 50. 50 back there. Think about coaches. What's a young coach out there that can fight De La Hoya?
Chris Brown?
Coach, nigga. Like
Coach?
Rozier too old.
A young coach, Eddie Reynoso.
yeah, fuck it. Put Jerron Ennis dad, he kind of old, but that nigga, he got it. They got True B. 50 backed out of that shit, man. 50 said,
it ain't too many young trainers right now, if I'm being honest.
You ain't lying. No, I can't really think of none. Shit,
what's the dude who trained Jesse Vargas? But he way too big though.
Who?
The guy who trained Jesse Vargas.
Dewey Cooper?
Yeah, he way too big. Yeah.
That nigga he trained MMA too. He been to fuck Oscar De La Hoya. He been to beat Oscar De La Hoya.
He'll sit on Oscar De La Hoya, man.
That nigga know how to kick. He get mad. Oscar versus Goldsvik. Goldsvik beat the fuck out of Oscar. He retired, but he's still in shape.
Oscar versus Eric Morales.
He couldn't fight. Eric Morales still young. He trained behind me, but he couldn't fuck with Badu Jack neither. Oscar and Shane. I could.
Who couldn't?
What I just say?
You said somebody
Jack.
couldn't mess with Badu Jack.
Oscar De La Hoya, not right now. Badu Jack's still an active fighter.
That is true, but I feel like he took a lot of years off from that last.
We got an obvious fucking answer that Charles Ray. Read it. You see it?
Maidana?
Why not?
Hold up. Wait, hold up
Why
now.
not?
Hold up now. Chino, man. Chino would probably stump a hole in De La Hoya's face, man. That's not even, bro. Like that would be probably. Here's the thing. He's not really in the best shape right now. He's been working out. Don't get me wrong.
Hey, that's the beauty of it.
But here's the thing, though. I think Maidana will probably just knock him out the ring. Like, did you see the what's the dude name? Jared Robinson when he fought Rosario? He knocked him out the ring. I think his name Jared Robinson or Jared. What's his name?
Jamonte Clark. You ain't talking about Jamonte Clark, is you?
Jamonte Clark. I'm sorry. I said Jared Robinson.
He got knocked out in 2 rounds versus Terrell Goucher.
Yeah, that's embarrassing. That's crazy, man.
He said embarrassing. He said embarrassing.
No. Okay, let me take that back.
It is. Fuck it.
No, hold up now. Here's the thing. I've been watching Terrell Goucher for a while. The dude got a lot of dog to him. So
hold on. Don't kiss his ass.
Listen. Listen. When me and Ring be going back and forth, we always be like clowning like people like Terrell Goucher because we was just talking about how when Roman Gonzalez was fighting, it was like, oh, David Benavidez is fighting too. We was like, nah, man, Terrell Goucher fight. We ain't nobody ain't trying to look at him. Like we poke fun at him, but Terrell Goucher, he got a lot of dog in him, bro. I'm not even gonna cap. Like
nigga,
he do got a lot of dog in him.
I'm trying to kiss that nigga ass. You said
look. Here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest. Clark don't got a chin, but
a lot of people thought he beat Jason Rosario though.
You think so? And he got hurt so many times that I just can't really.
I didn't say that. I said a lot of people come on here saying they thought, but he said embarrassing. That is embarrassing because the real Goucher. Well, we said he can't punch, but he had Erickson Lubin scared to get hit. So Goucher might have something.
Yeah, he did hurt Lubin I think it was like the 10th round. Yeah, but he pretty much got outclassed by Lubin.
But Lubin was scared. Hey, Lubin, he hit Lubin early on. Lubin was scared to get hit. I ain't gonna say scared, but Lubin didn't. I mean, who wanted to get hit? But Goucher, I'm just saying, Goucher kind of got some. He got some decent power. You just ain't gonna run up on Goucher.
This is how you know how bad boxing is, right? So I remember, like, I was just watching that Terrell Goucher versus Erickson Lubin fight like last week. And I'm like, oh yeah, that boy Erickson Lubin getting better. He getting better. He can fight some of these top quality guys. I'm like, wait a minute. When did he fight Jermell Charlo? That was 4 years ago. You still haven't fought the top guys yet? Like, nah, bro. Like this. No,
but you saying that? But hold on, you saying that? But that's not fair to him.
How is that not fair to him? It took you 4 years to get back in the game after you get knocked out.
Hold on, it ain't fair to him. I'm gonna show you why. That was 4 years ago.
I think it was 4 years ago. He got knocked out by Jermell Charlo.
If it ain't close to 4, we gonna. Yeah. No, yeah, 3.5. But look, he only fought 1, 2, 3. He only fought 5 times in 4 years.
That ain't enough. That ain't near enough.
Saying, man, Al Heyman don't keep these niggas active.
That is just straight embarrassing, bro. Like you
5 times. Look, he won 23 fights. Remember, all his fights wasn't with Al Heyman. Remember, he was with Mike Tyson at first.
Mm-hmm.
And he only literally fought 5 times in almost 4 years. That's embarrassing. That's almost barely 1 fight a year. That's wild, bro. He fought 3 times in 19. And then after Jermell Charlo fight, he only fought 1 time a year after that fight. That's crazy. Al Heyman be having these boys inactive as hell. Ain't his fault though. It's not legends. It's a real boxing match.
Here's the thing, like Hooker, what was the span between him getting knocked out? Because I can't. I'm trying to remember when the Jose Ramirez and Hooker fight happened. He lost to Hook. He lost to Ramirez, took a fight and moved up. Then fought Virgil Ortiz, got knocked out again. I mean, well, he got stopped. So
Well, shit.
you mean
Well, shit. Some fighters don't get knocked out, and they don't come. But Danny Garcia didn't fight for a while after he lost to Keith Thurman. So he lost to Ramirez in 19.
That's not good though.
And then he came back and fought the same year in December. So 5 months after he got knocked out, under 5 months, he still fought again. So he got knocked out and fought 5 months later.
This is straight embarrassing. Like you don't want any of the top 154 pounders.
No, that's
bro.
not his fault.
Like,
That's Al Heyman. All right, let's look at something real quick. Hold on.
Well, even then, I'm not really necessarily blaming him, but I'm just saying like boxing is bad.
Think about
like,
it. But look, but I mean, who you want him to fight? We put it up realistically. So he called out Tony Harrison, his father died, and it didn't happen. Sergio Garcia, okay, it was supposed to happen, but it didn't happen for a reason. Rosario just got knocked out. Julian Williams had an injury, got knocked out injury. Jared Hurd perfecting his craft. You know, Jesse Vargas
perfecting his craft. What? Nah, come on now. He could have just said, "I want Jared Hurd."
That wasn't gonna happen though. You know, Jared Hurd trying to box the right way and shit. Fandora, he too young because he beat the shit out of him. I mean, Fandora beat the shit out of him. I'll probably favor Fandora versus Lubin, bro.
What? Really?
Hell yeah. Fandora probably. Hey, man, I like Lubin.
Fandora get hit so much, man.
Don't matter. That motherfucker better knock Lubin the fuck out, nigga.
Man, Fandora, like if you look at his faces after his matches,
I don't give a fuck, nigga. That nigga want all the smoke. You ever seen somebody doing a Gallimore like that?
Nah, I didn't actually. Gallimore is actually the dude. Now that dude tall, lanky.
Nobody want to see Fandora, nigga.
Yeah, man, this is pathetic, man. I don't know why you could see 154 was popping. Like we was like,
it's
upset.
Popping, nigga.
You know what I mean? It's popping, but not where it should be. Like, because 154 was upset city, bro.
Hold on, what you want from 154? They about to have an undisputed clash between him and Castanos. What else you want?
That's what I want, but at the same time. But at the same time, like we should see some of these upcoming guys like the Fondoras and the Harrison Lubin get some of these top quality fights. Like you remember?
What fights you want Lubin to fight? Who you want him to fight, bro?
I mean, have him fight like
Tim.
Have him fight like him or Fondora. Fight. I don't know. Fight a Kell Brook. I don't care, bro.
Kell Brook about to fight Chris Eubank. Oh no, that didn't happen. So.
No, that is not gonna happen. I don't think it is.
I mean, so you got Tim. It's not going. Chris Eubanks fight somebody else. All right, how about Liam Smith and Erickson Lubin? That's good enough.
Yes, that is amazing. I want that. Liam Smith versus Erickson Lubin. I think Liam Smith can beat him.
Shit, Lubin.
Bro, Beefy got underrated skills, bro.
Lubin gonna cook Beefy medium rare, motherfucker.
Bro, I don't think. Bro, do people not understand that Beefy? Look, the thing about Beefy was got him like not at the top level. See, he got bad balance. That's pretty much the only thing. So okay, his head moving ain't the greatest, but he got bad balance and his head moving ain't the greatest. But other than that, his combination punch is on point. He got some decent power. He got good speed.
We can bet on that. We can bet on that, bro.
Okay, I mean, like I'm not saying like he can. I'm not super confident in like Beefy just thrashing him. But listen, what I'm saying, I'm not super confident in him thrashing him. I think Erickson Lubin got skills, but I think Beefy Beefy is underrated now. Like Beefy actually got some skills. But Beefy is way better than Terrell Goucher and what was the other guy he fought? I forget the other guy he fought, but he
Oh, you talking about Ishe Smith, the Greek guy, the Attican? I don't know.
Yeah, way better. Like he stopped Ishe Smith for the first time in his career, I think. But that was an accomplishment. But other than that, I'm just
he stopped Ishe. Yeah. Ishe looked bad that night, bro. He said, "Wait before I forget, CJ. I've been waiting to ask who was the 68 pounder that I ain't about to say that nigga name. He ain't about to fight. Yeah, the dude that got
Bruce knocked out. Who he talking about?
The dude that got a long first round knockout streak. That's what I heard. Allegedly, but for sure happened. Sean salute. You know the dude who got the first round knockout streak? You know what I'm talking about? Hold on, my bad. You said you know what I'm talking about? I don't have a battle rifle. Oscar versus Cotto. Yeah, that'd be good. Puerto Rico versus Mexico. He said Jessica Garrett. I think Floyd Mayweather's a good boxer.
I know you're talking about. You're talking about the Puerto Rican cat.
Yeah, good boxer. He knocked out by. Hold on. He said I think Floyd Mayweather's a good boxer, and he knocked out by Floyd Mayweather in the chest. I don't think it was a misprint, but shout out to Jessica. Derek James versus Ronaldo. Derek James still work a job and work out. I got Derek James looking shape. Ronaldo seemed like, he working the gym, but that nigga ain't trying to make no weight.
I think Derek James probably get stopped, but if you ever seen Derek James, listen, listen to this. Derek James is an in shape guy. I get that, but if you ever seen him fight, he got hit a lot. I'm surprised he don't got. I'm surprised he don't got brain damage.
He ain't fought that much. He fought like what, 17 fights? Yeah,
he got hit a lot. Like somebody wasn't teaching him defense. But
Freddie Roach got hit a lot, but he trained motherfuckers, don't he?
Yeah, Freddie Roach. That's what. But we actually talk about him fighting though. Freddie Roach ain't fighting nobody else.
Yeah, he had 28 fight or 29 fights. Derek James only had 29 fights. So come on. He got knocked out 4 times, but shit, he won 21 fights.
Shit, you'd be surprised what type of careers trainers have, and they come on to be successful.
I'm not no bitch ass nigga. Derek James telling you, nigga, I'm not Derek James will whip our ass.
Sure, I'd say the person who has probably like the best career, who's also a trainer, is probably better than Derek.
Ask you that. So you gonna beat Derek James or not? Or he gonna whip your ass? I admit he whip mine.
No, I beat Derek James.
Okay.
I come clean with that left hook. Aim for the neck.
Come on, nigga. Come on.
Like I said, straight off.
Let me get to some of these comments. Mark Salute, Oscar, Peter Quillen first. Oscar, yeah, why not? Biggest fight, Oscar.
Peter Quillen is heavy,
but he retired though. Dewey Cooper training in Gangu for the title shot tomorrow. Yeah, I'm watching that. You watching the UFC tomorrow?
Yeah, I think I might. Yeah,
Any boxing on tomorrow? Box come on tomorrow? Dillian White and Povetkin fight tomorrow. Yep.
Woo! Yeah.
Who you got?
Some wings for that one.
Who you got?
I think I'm gonna pick White, but I won't Povetkin to knock him flat out again, bro. That was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, that shit was wild.
I won't Povetkin to knock Dillian White flat on his butt.
Yeah, that was wild. He said Oscar can't fight any UFC fight. Dana hates Oscar and would never allow it, and they can't do it without Dana permission. He gonna have to fight somebody retired like Silver. Okay, that makes sense.
They could fight on Bellator or something.
Yeah, he can fight one of Bellator. For Oscar is going to fight someone who actually can fight. Will be a great show and fight. Madonna's in shape. He's around 160 pounds right now. Chino would turn Oscar into the Silver Boy. Not a good look for De La Hoya. Kobe said Clark beat the tall Mexican kid at 54. No, he ain't beat we thought he'd beat Fandora. Yeah, it was a close fight. Oscar better stay away from Chino. Sean Obi Two-Face fan. Bread game. Oscar versus Jake Paul. Why not? Floyd take one, he take the other. What's up, Deshaun? I see you. 5 times in 4 years. So I'm back with Mike Lubin. You know that shit, that thing with Mike, that shit like bankrupt. William McGriff, what's going on, my brother? Jared Hurd, I'm going to hit you up, man. I got to hit you up on Twitter. Jared Hurd trying to box right away. Yeah, man. Jared Hurd don't look comfortable. Why don't PBC? Go ahead.
Go ahead. Finish your comment. I'll talk about it.
I don't keep their fighters. Why don't? Because they don't have no dates. He said why PBC don't keep their fighters fighters actively scheduled because they don't have no dates. Can't put them on Fox.
Are they on try hard enough to get more dates?
No, I mean, you can't put them on Fox because they ask for too much money. So before the layoff, 54 was popping. Belts were changing hands. It's great. It's changing hands now. It was a good fight with Rosario and Lubin. Tarver versus Oscar. Man, Tarver way bigger than Oscar De La Hoya. Tarver could beat that nigga with his pinky toe.
Man, Tarver be looking like 300 pounds sometimes.
Not the Blick hop on, motherfucker. Not the Blick been ducking me in FIFA. Oh, he says in the link. I've been talking.
You good at that FIFA?
Hell no, I was a kid. I used to play it, or a teenager. I used to turn the rules off and play, just like I did in hockey.
Man, I used to get yellow cards all day, man. I be tripping people. I be sliding and kicking it. I be sliding and kicking their shins off. That's what I used to do that 24/7.
Who y'all got tomorrow? Siopich or Ngangwe? I'll probably go Siopich.
Yeah, I got Stipe too.
He said, "Who the hell in live with 154-pound best division in boxing?" He didn't say it wasn't. He just said it wasn't what it was before the layoff. Egner, Belanga, yeah.
It's the best. It's the best division in boxing. Wait a minute.
What's the best division to you?
I'm trying to think.
Look, I'm gonna get all your culprits. So you probably gonna go with 118. Obali,
Benham.
Yeah, Onuywa, John Riel, Casamayor, Donaire. Then you got super featherweight, Estrada, Chocolito, Drew and Acosta fighting soon. Riebenstein, Maloney brothers, one of them moved up. Khalid Jaffe. Then you got the below it. It's all right, 112, but you gonna go 35.
I mean, he might be on the song. I'm trying to, because we ain't really been having like a lot of fights since COVID, right?
It is the best division unless you like international flavor. I mean, and then you got Better BF, Beevil, Joe Smith Jr., Pascal, Brown, Jack, Ignorant, he lost, Jesse Hart. So really, it got more depth in the division, to be honest.
Yeah, like we haven't really been in like fights like that, if you know what I mean. Like 140 was popping at one point, but it ain't really. I mean, it hasn't been a lot lately. We gonna have a unification soon, but I'm trying to think. Yeah, what has 135 had lately? We've had Devin Haney fight, but it hasn't really been like no good fights. Okay, so 135 has been they've been fighting, but it hasn't been competitive. That's the thing.
You got Comey, Jackson Marinas, Camboso, Lomachenko, Linares about to fight Devin. You got Selby. I thought they got robbed by Camboso. You got Mendy. You got Luke Campbell. Marius Nakatani and Lomachenko fighting Devin Haney. This is an okay division. I think 54 is maybe the best. I
mean, but the only fights we really had was. Okay, let me take that back. Okay, so we had Jamel versus Rosario.
Hold on, because you don't know what you're talking about. Hold on.
Well, I'm gonna let him know.
Hold on. I got him. Jamel, Rosario. Then you had Lubin, Jamel. You had Harrison Hurd. You had Harrison.
Lubin Jamel was 4 years. Wait, hold on. Then
it's still in the division though.
All right. Go ahead.
Is it not?
Yeah, go ahead.
Fondura, he just fought Gallimore. J-Rock did knocked out, came out, knocked out, trying to come back again. Austin Trout still hanging around. He's still trying to hang around. I mean, Takashi, you knew why he fought Miguel Cotto like 1,000 years ago.
Mangia you gonna name Mangia and what's the name, homeboy?
Dr. Blick James.
Saddam Ali. You gonna name that one too?
But no, I mean, he's still in the division. You can't take that away from him.
Who?
Takashi Inouye, he's still in the division.
I mean, who is he beat though? I mean, he gave Munguia a good fight, but
still, I mean, he still fought.
That was at 160 though, wasn't it?
I don't know. That was at 54, I think. Might have been. And then you got.
I don't think so. I think Munguia already moved up.
But then you got Inouye. I mean, I look it up. But you got you made me forget what I was about to say. Man, you got Ocampo there, your boy.
Carlos Ocampo.
Yeah, the one that fought earlier. Your boy, Charles Conwell coming up. You still got Derbychenko came down to 54 too.
Why?
I don't know, because he couldn't beat nobody at 60, nigga. Shit. Derek James versus De La Hoya. Dillian White getting slept again, B-Dog. What you doing, Dr. Bliss, motherfucker? Drinking, knocking over bleach bottles and shit.
I wonder how Trinidad has been. Yeah, we haven't really seen the bottom of the media.
Didn't he go bankrupt or some shit? De La Hoya Trinidad too. I'll take that. He fucked his money up. White is in better shape against Povetkin. Yeah, he did look in better shape. White kind of had like a 6-pack or something today. He looking in better shape. I'm good at the game too. And look, we turn off the rules. I beat your ass. I was hella happy when White got knocked out. Looked like someone unplugged the vacuum. He said somebody unplugged the vacuum cleaner, bro. Hell no. That's Dr. Blick boy Dillian White.
Nah, man.
White cut his hair. That motherfucker look like
when he got knocked out.
What? I don't know why I like Dillian White. He seemed to got a lot of fans on the internet. White cut his hair. That nigga like his hair like a dick.
Man, White and AJ probably have the most unkempt mini froze in boxing.
No, that nigga went bald, nigga.
No, AJ got trim.
Before that, you know what I mean? Like before that, like what was it? Povetkin?
Again, man. People were was this before lockdown?
Yeah.
Okay then. Yeah, I don't know.
This is when he fought. That's when he fought
AJ had that
Povetkin.
stress going into that Ruiz fight.
Hey, Dr. Blue, you should come over.
I saw chicks.
Dr. Blue, you should come over to America and go to barber school. You'll be $1 million barber in the UK, bro. Yeah, you come to America and go to barber school, then you cut all them motherfuckers. You cut all the celebrities here, bro. You'll be a millionaire.
That man gonna be brain.
Dr. Blick,
you guys overcharge people over there.
You ain't lying. I play like $40, bro. That's what I'm going.
$40. Let me tell you, bro. Look, so I went to my barber, right? Like 2 weeks ago.
How much you pay?
I paid $30, and all he did was basically take me up. So I was like,
I bought some clippers, bro. I'm gonna buy some.
Okay, here's the thing. Like, it's at the end of the cut, right? So I don't want to be like, God dang, what's the deal? So I was just like, whatever. Like, he get 30, but I was like, all you did was take me up, bro. Like,
yeah. You don't want to be sounding like that when you get in the cut, complaining, niggas in the barbershop and shit. But yeah, man, them motherfuckers be overcharging like a motherfucker. You ain't lying.
Bro. Like, okay, so here's the thing. I have a choice between going to him or a guy I already know. The guy I already know, he cut good, but he lazy. He one of them dudes that will take long on your hair because he's spending like 30 minutes talking to other people. So I don't want to do that.
Yeah, you been in there all day. Yeah, nigga be looking. Yeah, I already know them motherfuckers.
Like take a break from your hair. Got to do a demonstration. How some dude walk past. Like, nah, bro.
Hey, look, I don't mind paying my barber because he my homeboy. So he cool as hell. If
you tip your barber?
Yeah, sometimes I tip him, but shit, it's $30. So sometimes
that's what I be saying. I be feeling kind of bad because I know a lot of people tip, but I be like, God dang, you just put me out of my pocket about 30.
I think they went up after the pandemic. I think it was 25. I could remember. If y'all ain't never watched Bellator, y'all should check out their debut on Showtime next week. Patricio Bull is the main event. He's legit top 340 pound in the world and top 10 pound for pound of MMA. Best division.
I'll check him out if I'm not at work.
Hold on. He said best division is 54. Then I say 75. Second, Trinidad Oscar De La Hoya 2. Javier Logan say, I'm not gonna lie, the new ESBC boxing game look all right. Y'all can get the smoke when it comes out. Get Tevin Farmer on downloadable content. Oh man,
he's gonna pay for Tevin Farmer.
I still got fight night on Xbox. I still got fight night.
I go fight night.
I put the link on Twitter, so just look at the Twitter, but I'll put it in again.
Yeah, I got fight night too. Be whooping people behind that.
Is he fighting Nigel Ben? Nigel Ben better sit his ass down.
The reason why he didn't fight, Nigel Ben didn't get cleared to fight.
So he better sit his old out down. Find
them. Wouldn't allow him to fight.
J-Rock, Rosario.
Why he got he punch drunk?
It's just they don't seem that they don't seem as it doesn't seem as safe for him to fight.
Don King fixed his message. Don King still got money. Dropped the link. I already did.
Of course, scammed everybody.
Paul Stanton. Barbers in the
Don King was Jerry Jackson of boxing.
Hey, one of my niggas. Dudes cut my hair wasn't licensed, but he cut better than the boys with license. John Smith, when Canelo.
Did you see him?
Go ahead.
No, I said, did you see them? I see like kids are like 19, 20. They're charging people like 90 for a haircut.
Yeah, it's funny. I got clippers upstairs if it come down to it. When Canelo fought at 54, they called it a made up division. Now Charlo fights 54, so can't nobody call it no made up division. Probably one of y'all motherfuckers.
For 155, 55 is a made up.
Motherfucker, yeah, 55. Motherfucker, John out here lying, nigga. It's 55.
Man, I don't know. He might be right, but then again,
Kobe said them UK dude hairlines be vicious. Yeah, motherfucker, they gotta make a cut.
Yo, what up?
You sound like you from the UK. Oh no, you got the New York accent. My bad.
What you talking about? Stop.
Baby moms. He got the UK. New York accent.
I could do the UK accent. Dr. Blake, what's going on? You sound like you're from London.
Every time people do British accent, man, they always sound. You do a white British accent.
So do an American accent, then Dr. Blake.
My cousin
He from that's Kobe 2K fan talking shit to you, Dr. Blick.
I guarantee you, if I guarantee you, if I ask Dr. Blick to do an American accent, he gonna sound like Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, do it, motherfucker. Do it.
He gonna be like, yo, B. Yo, what's good, B?
He gonna sound like
Go
Deontay
ahead.
Wilder.
Go
Dominique
ahead.
Brazil. He gonna sound like Deontay Wilder.
Brazil. Dominique Brazil.
Come on, do an American
Go
accent.
ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Dr. Blick.
I'm trying to think of someone who to sound like, man.
Yo,
Just like Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington from
just
Trinidad.
mimic your favorite rapper. Mimic your favorite rapper.
Do Samuel Jackson.
No, nigga, do Denzel.
Go ahead.
Do this to me? I'm putting cases on all you motherfuckers. Whatever he said.
He said, shoot program, Pelican Bay.
That nigga sound like he sound like a real New York nigga. Yo, dead ass. Yeah. Word to the mother.
Yo, nah.
Word to your mother.
CJ sound like he from UK when he
Yep.
New Yorkers. He be like,
Yeah. Word to the mother, son.
Bro, we
You
don't
already
even-
talk like that.
We don't even talk like that. G.
You still
Like,
wear
this is how
wallabies,
we
nigga?
talk.
You still wear wallabies, dude?
I got an orange pair of wallabies.
Told you. See right there. All my stereotypes about New York is right. Nigga probably got
Man, I just had a scuffle with a nigga.
Hold on, that nigga got Timberland boots on right now. He got some Timberland flip flops on.
Nah. I got Nike
Timberland
flip-flops.
flip flops. Oh,
That nigga cut. The summertime in New York, they wear Timberland boots still.
But ask CJ how many pair of
it
Cartiers.
ain't no summertime in New York.
I ain't got no more, bro.
CJ wear gator croc skin shoes in the summertime with no socks. What you talking about?
Man,
Never. Your feet be feeling like chips and onion chips and shit. He said Max Kellerman said on his show, Prime Hagler and Canelo would be a close fight. What y'all think? Yeah, because they robbed the fuck out of Hagler, nigga. What you talking
close fight. Ew.
They robbed that nigga.
Yeah, because they have open scoring.
Man,
It wouldn't be no close fight if he fought Julian Jackson.
Hagler is that dude. It'd be a close fight. I mean, because here's the thing, right?
Before Roy would have stopped him.
Yeah, he would have had to.
Roy would have stopped Hagler.
No, you talking about Canelo.
No,
I don't think so. He probably could have outboxed Canelo, but I don't think he would have stopped Canelo.
He would have outclassed. Roy didn't go for the knockout.
I don't think Roy Jones was.
left and right by Floyd.
No,
You're right, but I don't think he'll stop him though. I think he would beat him.
But
You
if
talk about Canelo, Roy at 160.
Yeah, Roy at 160 versus Canelo. I think Roy Jones would beat him.
They said Canelo almost quit versus Floyd.
does Canelo really even have a chin like that? Because imagine him getting hit by Julian Jackson. Like he never really even been hit by anybody.
No. Hold up. Canelo does have a chin. Like you ain't gonna find too many people that slug it out for Triple D for 12 rounds and still be standing on their feet.
Nobody, motherfucker.
Hold up. I'm talking about modern day boxing.
Danny Jacobs.
Danny Jacobs wasn't slugging it out with Triple G though. So here's the thing.
Yo, let me ask you a question about Raffle. Who did Triple G stop? That's good.
Who did Triple G stop? That was good.
Hold on.
He hasn't fought too many people.
Hold on. Be quiet. We ain't gonna let you talk. Say less. Say less, nigga. We about to go through the whole list, and then we gotta switch topics. We gotta get to all these. Hold on. You say
the best guy he stopped is Lemieux.
Oh no, be quiet.
I'm telling you.
I want to ask you. I got the news on. Hold on. Here we go.
But Canelo got a chin, man. Y'all gotta stop.
All right, I didn't say don't have a chin.
Roy
Hold
could stop him, man.
on. All right. So we gonna go all the way from the beginning. I don't know none of these dudes. So he stopped Kasim Uma.
Cab driver.
He was on Oscar. Rosado.
Kasim Uma wasn't a cab driver. Now he just wasn't that good.
He was old.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So it was a cab driver at that point. In his
No, God dang it, Dr. Blick.
Prosca, Rosado, Ashita, Matthew Macklin.
Oh, the best stoppage was Kell Brook.
Oh yeah.
No, it was Lemieux.
Curtis Stevenson, Adama, Daniel Gill, Marco Antonio Rubio, Martin Murray, Willie Monroe Jr.
Did Stevenson move up for that fight, or was he at?
He moved down.
Nah.
He moved down. He was at 68.
This guy has one of the worst resumes.
David Lemieux, Dominic Wade, Kell Brook, Daniel Jacobs. He didn't stop him. You know, Vanes Monterosian was a good one. Steve Rose,
Dominic Wade, I remember
No,
that
it
fight.
wasn't, man. That guy
He
had
already
him
named
for 2
him.
years.
So let me just break it down, y'all. Now, it ain't too many people that's gonna slug it out with Triple G and go the full 12. I
He
mean,
did slug it out. He started-
let me put it like this. It ain't too many people that have slug it out with Triple G. I'd say, in this day and age, because of course we can find a lot of people in history like that don't fight no more that can slug it out with Triple G and do pretty well. I'm saying in this day and age, he took some pretty decent blows against Triple G. Well, hold on, let me finish. The first fight, Canelo was schooling this man until he got tired and he started laying on the ropes.
No. We're not saying he didn't have a chin. Said he could because he stood up to Julian Jackson.
I don't think he could.
Honest to God, he might stop Julian Jackson because Julian Jackson don't got a chin.
I mean, shit, he had to get there.
He could get there. Julian Jackson has been
hold on. Canelo ain't punching like that neither though, because he went the distance with a Drain Chavez Jr. though.
But Chavez Jr. is a 68 pounder who walks around like at 100, 200.
But he drained him at
200 pounds.
But he drained him at 64 and a half.
But my question is, who really hit Canelo to where we could say he has a chin in the first place?
Miguel Cotto.
Triple G.
Miguel
Cotto has good power. Cotto has good power too.
Cotto's 140 pounds to 54
Cotto
pounds.
was old, man.
No. Why you saying 140 pounder, man? Like
he was 140 pounder. Didn't he start?
He was 140 pounder at one point, but he's bigger now. Just like Canelo was.
Cotto told Max Kellerman himself, "Do I look like a 160 pounder?" Max Kellerman said no. He said, "There goes your answer." So he wasn't no 160 pounder.
I didn't say he was a true 160 pounder. I'm just arguing the fact that I don't think he's a true 140 pounder.
So you saying that Julian Jackson will stop Canelo? I mean, that's not out the realm of possibility.
No. Are you talking to Dr. Blick or are you talking to me?
Okay, you nigga. You don't even went up here.
No. I think Canelo could stop Julian Jackson. He more likely he would find a way to hit Jackson before he could.
Bet your laws on it. If they say we go,
I would. Julian Jackson don't have a good. Do you know Julian Jackson? Every loss he has is by knockout.
He knocked out some motherfuckers too.
Of course he has, but the thing is, I think hold on.
Who Canelo knocked out to make you think he could punch?
Canelo knocked out some decent guys. I mean,
don't even say that nigga name. Don't even say that name. But I mean,
Kovalev was a good one.
That nigga paid that nigga.
Stop it.
Allegedly.
Man, y'all need to stop tripping, man. Kovalev was a true 170. Kovalev was a true 175 pounder.
Kovalev was beating his ass for a minute, but I ain't gonna get to it.
But listen. Just listen to this though. If you fighting a guy like Julian Jackson, you know Julian Jackson is gonna fight very aggressive. He's not no type of dude to just sit there and just be fighting on his heels.
Who's Canelo knocked out, bro? Fair and square,
bro. He knocked out Kovalev.
Fair and square.
Swimming.
Fair and square, nigga. All right.
You mean like at a true weight? Like at a true weight?
In a real fucking fight.
He hasn't fought. Okay.
Angulo?
Let's put it like this.
Angulo, James Kirkland.
I mean, that's not even really.
Callum Smith, Rocky Fielding.
Callum Smith. I mean, but here's the thing. Look,
let me show you something real quick. I want to show you one thing real quick, bro. I'm gonna show you one thing on this camera. I'm gonna share it real quick. Then we're gonna move on to Canelo. And
Callum Smith is a huge guy, though.
Okay,
he was a huge guy, and he was hitting him.
Whatever make you sleep better at night, Dr. Bleak. I mean, Battle Rifle.
Okay, here's the thing.
We passed. I want to show you something, bro. Did I share the right thing? Oh yeah, I want to show you something, bro. Real quick.
I still think Roy could stop him, man. Floyd was hurt.
Look.
I don't think. I don't think so.
Hold on. 2011, March 5th, 2011. Matthew Hatton, 41-4-2. He lost a unanimous decision to Canelo Alvarez. He ain't stopped Matthew Hatton.
What weight was that at?
It was a catch. It was the first time.
Canelo didn't stop a lot of guys at the smaller weights. Like it's just Canelo didn't come. Okay, when you look at most, my bad, my mic kind of loud. It's kind of broken. The thing is, when you look at Canelo, as far as most Mexican prospects that's coming up, his knockout ratio is not near as impressive as people like the Ryan Garcias, the Valdez, Bert Schultz, he never was a big knockout puncher when he was coming up. He became slightly one as he went on.
Because he was on that shit, nigga. Stop it.
Because like Jamel, no, I don't think anybody can argue that Jamel is probably the hardest hitter at 154. But he wasn't knocking people out when he was coming up. Like some people got
because he started going.
That's different.
He had a different boxing style.
He started walking. Hold on. He started walking toward motherfuckers.
It's always different.
Canelo started making niggas, draining niggas, putting shit up his ass and eating.
No.
All right,
But
whatever you want to believe. You want it. You got it. We got to move on. All right, you can go off on this. Canelo and Billy Joe Saunders sell $40,000 in pre-sale tickets. So the real tickets go on sale sometimes this week. So they sell 40,000 tickets between him and Billy Joe Saunders with about 50,000 to go. So people were saying that Errol Spence was the biggest draw in boxing, right? So with him selling 40,000 tickets, remember they was pushing that narrative.
People are just straight clowns, man. I can't take these Errol Spence fans like really seriously. They're just so they're just straight clowns, man.
About him selling 40,000 tickets with Billy Joe, and Billy Joe Saunders ain't a hot name neither.
Yeah, man. Like the fight hasn't even started yet, man. Like this is like the first day. I heard from Punch Drunk. I don't know how reliable Punch Drunk sources is because I didn't click on it. Apparently, the first day or two, he got 20,000.
So you saying you don't watch him? You said just fuck that nigga channel. You don't watch him?
No.
I'm talking shit, bro. I'm talking shit, bro. I'm talking shit, dog.
Yeah. So
because he'll pull up and beat your ass. That's what he told me.
Yeah, whatever. But so
I'm just talking shit. I'll be right back. By the way, I used to bathroom. I'm just talking shit, bro.
But the thing is,
Jordan Woods,
what you said?
Apparently, Carl Anthony Towns cheated on Jordan Woods, man.
I would have cheated on him too.
What happened?
What? I said Carl Anthony Towns apparently cheated on Jordan Woods.
Oh, whatever.
She a throwaway. Who cares?
Triple G changed Kell Brook's whole career. He did change Kell Brook's whole career.
Yeah, man. Kell Brook was trying to go for broke, but now he really broke.
He should have fought Jesse Vargas.
Yeah, he should have unified with Vargas.
Or just called out Keith Thurman.
That too.
Unified with Vargas and then fight Pacquiao.
He would have he would have got his big payday right there.
I know a lot of people gonna be like, "Oh, he called out Keith Thurman before," but like, just do it again. The guy was unified.
All right,
Jesse Vargas was the fight that Kell Brook should have taken.
Yeah, he would have been unified 10-2, but with them selling that many
before Pacquiao.
Yeah, with them niggas selling that many tickets, that's impressive though. Especially in the pandemic, they ain't got no social distance no more neither.
Mm-hmm.
So hold on,
that's very impressive.
Where they supposed to fight?
In Jerry World, with the Cowboys play at. But Roy drops Canelo. I'm gonna get to these comments. Ronald Adams. Hold on, Ronald Adams. Excuse me. Say Bomac and Leonard Ellaby. I got Bomac. I just watched.
Isn't Bomac a bit too short?
I don't care. Leonard Ellaby can't. Well, I ain't gonna say he can't fight. I heard somebody. No, I ain't gonna say that. I just watched Roy Jones and Kawasaki.
I know what you was about to say.
I'm like, truth be told, both Danny and Triple G was looking scared to really even hit each other. Charlo Triple G is a great fight. I think if he can't get him, why not fight Andrade? Sean COVID. Hold on. This nigga say Sean COVID. COVID symptoms include ducking a mandatory shot. Sean looking like Ryan Garcia 2.0. Sean fought everybody, so I can't say that. I thought we said Hagler, Nas Jackson. Yeah, we switched it. That's how we do. Canelo sucks. Charlo is way better and stronger.
I don't know about that.
Gotta see. I can't lie though. When he dropped Stevenson, the look on his face, that shit was hell. Because Stevenson was pulling out caskets and shit, all types of shit. Mike neck was thick too. Yeah, but Mike used to get knocked the fuck out though. Who was Canelo stop? That's really good. Paul Stanton, what's going on?
I mean, Mike do got a chin though.
Man, nigga used to get stopped. When he lost, he used to get stopped. Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Wait, hold up now. Mike Tyson got a chin. He got stopped by hard punches now. And he took a lot. The thing is the reason. Here's the thing. Mike Tyson got stopped so many times is because his style. Mike Tyson just refused to never go back. That's why he always gonna get stopped.
Yeah, he couldn't go back because he was little. What he's gonna do, nigga? Like, no offense, I ain't talking bad about you, Mike, but I'm just saying,
Mike like 5'8",
5'10". That nigga
yeah, but you see a lot of fights where people will take somebody power and they be like, oh, I better back up, I better move around. Like you remember the Luis Arias versus Danny Jacobs. He took one punch and he was running away the whole fight. Like
Okay,
that's how.
let me finish these comments though.
Here's the problem.
Hold on. Go ahead. I'm gonna get to these comments after that. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say here's the problem. Mike Tyson's so small that if he was to go back, he's more likely to get knocked out still because he can't fight going backwards.
He can't fight. I tell you this, we won't be saying that shit to his face. But Mark Brandt, Murata, Eubanks, yeah, it would have went back on your ass.
Oh no, Brant, man! If you in hold
on, Brandt,
but I'm saying the people he fought.
But yeah, Brett, Murata, Eubanks, Saunders, Jamal, Andrade could take Triple G the distance. Jamil,
Andrade get stopped.
Hell no. Maybe I can't.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe. Charlo turned down 15 minutes to fight Canelo. True. Tyson was a good one. He was little in his division. Tyson neck was obnoxious. Jared was going on. Earl Jared, salute. I forgot his channel.
How am I crazy?
Battle crazy. Huh? Yeah, that's another UK. I love Earl Jared, man. He been at it for a long time, bro. One of my UK brothers, Paul Stadden Eubanks, is a joke fighter. Once said to his face, Anthony Yard was beating the brakes off Kovalev less than 100 days before the Canelo fight. That's not even proper healing time. That's fact. I was so mad at Anthony Yard because he could win that dog. Beat dog.
But Kovalev already taken.
I'm almost done with the comments. I'm almost done. Hold on, I'm almost done. Super Funk. Jamal has the best knockout of Sergey. That was impressive. Who he knock out? I don't know. Julian Jackson, Tito Trinidad. That can go either way. Whoever get touched. Damn, Brandon said. Hold on. New age boxing fans exalt Canelo above his abilities, especially exaggerate. I think Canelo's above his ability, especially if they think Canelo can defeat. I mean, he could. I mean, go either way. Come on, Billy Joe Saunders. Paul said, how many tickets Eddie bought? I don't think so. I think they actually sold most of them tickets, bro. But that,
CJ Eddie bought like 20K of those.
That motherfucker that nigga ain't got no that motherfucker ain't got no money during the pandemic. He got pandemic pockets, but yeah, Canelo's not though. He said Canelo is not that good. Andrade and Charlo is better. Could be. I do think Canelo's one of the greatest 55 pounders ever. Charlo, he's definitely the greatest. Charlo resume is legendary compared to Canelo. Kale, he's just joking. Kale had no choice. Eubanks pulled out a Triple G. Yeah, that's true. I'm almost done. Bo Mac ain't getting out of round one versus Leonard Ellaby. CJ, what's good, homie? What's going on, Black Caesar? Mike would be dumb to go backwards because he was smaller. Facts, Bobby Smitty. Ronald, he said I caught my tickets. It took a minute because they were selling fast. Felt like they were trying to buy a PS5. Robert McDonald. What?
Ain't nothing like trying to buy those.
Anyway, I'm done, dude. Anthony Jones, why UK black fighters can't fight like American black fighters? Trainers. Mike need to stay in his chest. True. Silver Sulfur, what's going on? We almost couldn't say it's to his face. That man goes missing for years on end. He said, who you talking about? He's talking about Andrade. No, he's talking about somebody I rank.
Chris Eubank.
He said, I rank Canelo over Chavez. Bobby say hello. What's going on? Canelo, Silver Surfer better than both. I can see that. But with them selling that amount of tickets, that's kind of impressive, bro. To me, even if Eddie bought 20,000, which that's the first thing that came to my mind. But I heard that Ryan gonna fight Javier Fortuna too, because his own.
I can't wait to see him get his ass whooped.
He might beat Fortuna though.
I don't see that fight happening.
It's gonna happen. I heard it's close to being done. Let's see, he gonna pull up.
I hope he loses, man. Yeah, but I'd rather him lose with Teofimo Lopez.
I heard that's the fight they're trying to
Haney.
He might knock out Javier Fortuna.
Yeah, Devin Haney went on Showbiz's channel, and he was saying how like he's the WBC champion. Yeah, you know, the franchise belt isn't a real belt. I don't know why
it's not. I don't know why this is such a big discussion. Teofimo is not undisputed.
They gave your boy the franchise belt battle rifle.
Who are you talking about?
They gave him the belt.
I mean, CJ Benz, Mauricio Suleiman said that he the undisputed champion, so he got to be the undisputed champion.
Mauricio Suleiman need to stop capping. I'm sick of the fact. I'm sick of this fact.
He's capping, but it's his phony. Belt. It's his belt.
No, I don't care if it's his belt. The other sanctioning bodies do not recognize the WBC franchise belt, so he can't be undisputed.
What do you mean? But they recognize the belt.
So Mauricio Suleiman can shut up.
So hold on. Let me ask him. So since he ain't the franchise champion, he got to beat Teofimo. I mean, he got to beat Devin Haney, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. I can accept that, but I mean, you think he gonna beat Devin Haney?
Yeah.
He's a franchise champion in your mind already.
Man, come on. Look.
I ain't arguing with you. I can see it both ways, but I think T.O. undisputed. You got to give it to him.
I'll go.
Nah, man.
I got him as undisputed.
T.O. legit beat the guy.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he took the guy out, so he might as well.
Yeah, but the guy didn't have the WBC world champion belt, did he?
He would have had it, man. Let's be honest. Devin Haney isn't beating Lomachenko.
I don't think so. Now, I mean,
Bro, that's not even the question though. Like the question was Teofimo undisputed. Nah.
Who you got? Ryan Garcia, Fortuna.
Ryan Garcia. Wait, really?
I can see Fortuna. But Fortuna took a dive versus Granados.
The way my man slid out the ring, though, like,
they kept taking points from that motherfucker. Though. They kept taking points.
He crept right out the ring. He just was like, "Nah, fuck this."
Nigga took that last point. That nigga was like, "I'm out here." Nigga out on the stretcher and everything. It's still on top. Hold on, it's still on top of your boy battle rifle. My shoulder. Bernard Hopkins, I lost a lot of
Wait. So you gonna pretend Floyd didn't have a fight in his career where he blamed the shoulder too?
He ain't quit.
Nah.
He didn't quit. The heck y'all didn't quit. What you
Floyd
mean?
finished that fight.
Bernard was like, my shoulder, man.
Oh, you talking about Bernard? Oh, wait, hold up. Before you go on Bernard, you well versed with his career, right?
No, I don't care. That shit was on pay-per-view.
No. I'm asking because I'm trying to bring up like another fight of his.
What about it?
You remember the fight that I think it was like a DQ or like a no contest where he got thrown out the ring?
Hold on. Silver Surfer said Fortuna's garbage fight. Short southpaws are tailor made for Ryan, especially when they coming off layout. But he didn't want to fight him. T.O. is undisputed. Silver Surfer said that.
No, he's not.
T.O. is not undisputed.
You don't think so? Who is this?
TB boxing. So now you just give somebody a TB, give them a undisputed status.
Yeah. You get undisputed. That's not how it works.
How does that happen?
They gave somebody a belt without fighting for it.
That can't
work.
Yes,
that's because Lomachenko didn't fight Devin Haney because which was mandatory.
Bobby Earl didn't want to let Devin Haney get the fight. So
that's fine. That's just how.
Are we saying Ugas a champion or a belt holder?
Are we
gonna sit here? Hold on. If we gonna sit here and say him and Earl Spence unified,
yeah.
No, you can't. Because he ain't earned that belt.
Why can't you?
He ain't earned that belt.
Yeah.
He didn't earn it, but here's the thing, though.
Come on, man.
He got elevated.
No. Here's the thing, though. Devin Haney is actually the WBC world champion.
Exactly.
He's not the franchise champion. He's the actual.
Here's my issue. Yeah, he's a world champion that nobody wants to fight for the belt. That he
it doesn't matter.
Like legit, no one cares.
But Dr.
Here's the thing.
That too. Who did Devin Haney beat for that? I don't even remember who Devin Haney beat for that title.
He didn't beat anybody for the title. What happened was
we know what happened. We're very, very well aware what happened.
That's my point.
Yeah, complicated.
Wait. You can't
fight for someone fight someone for the
listen, Dr. Bird. You're bringing a lot of feelings into it when feelings ain't necessary. The fact of the matter is the guy
you ain't got your camera on, so stop it.
listen. You bring a lot of feelings into it. The fact of the matter is he is the WBC world champion. If he wants to be undisputed, he got to fight at Teofimo. If Teofimo wants to become undisputed, he has to fight Devin.
All right. But hold on. To continue on with that. Who pound for pound and who not?
Man, what?
You put Devin Haney on pound for pound list, bro?
No.
Okay, you putting Teofimo Lopez in there, at least in the top 15.
Yeah.
Okay, then. All right, we can. I mean, I can feel however you want to feel. I like Devin Haney. You know, I like to go for the brother most of the time, but I gotta give it to Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah, I gotta say this though. When PBC were willing to not recognize Terrence Crawford's belt, I know people will be quick to call him that undisputed.
Facts. Back in '95, all you needed was 3 belts. No, man, fuck that. But
but all the other sanctioning bodies recognize the belt. So
no, they don't. No, they don't.
No. The WBC franchise they don't. But
how do you know they recognize them? Because they don't rank them.
They don't recognize it, bro, because like
how do we know they recognize him, bro?
because they only acknowledge that they recognize the WBC World Champion belt. They didn't say anything about it.
Where you see that at?
You got
if you
the information on that one.
Okay. If you look up,
but before you go on, real quick, I'll let you go. Do it say in the rule book that the do come out? The WBA say, well, T.O. ain't undisputed. The IBF come out and say it. WBO come out and say it.
If you look up on T.O., Google T.O., and you'll see it says unified champion, not undisputed.
Where I will look that up at?
Just Google it.
Okay, so here's my issue. Yeah, if you're Devin Haney, would you want to win your first world title like this? You didn't fight nobody.
He don't care.
It doesn't matter. Like, what point are you arguing, Dr. Wood?
I'm saying that I can't physically recognize.
Well, Wikipedia,
that's fine. That's fine.
Hold on. Wikipedia, he say he held the current lightweight champion, held the IBF, and this is Wikipedia. Anybody can write this. WBA, WBO. So they don't. At least on Wikipedia, whoever did it, they don't recognize him as undisputed.
So
Wikipedia is more up to date now, so we can't even.
For all we know, Bill Haney could have did that.
Facts.
You can Google him anywhere on the internet. It's going to describe him as unified, not undisputed. Nowhere on the internet, Wikipedia or whatever.
I got a question. Who elevated Devin Haney to become WBC champion?
They don't even have Devin Haney on Fight News as a champion. They just got Teofimo Lopez. Oh.
So here's the thing. Yeah, you elevated Devin Haney to become WBC champion, the WBC. But who's WBC saying is the WBC is the undisputed? Freaking Teofimo Lopez.
It doesn't care what.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they're saying.
But you're not getting politics. If the WBC have the power to make you champion, they also have the power to take it away. It's only
at the same time.
But it didn't take away from Devin Haney.
Title neither.
But it didn't take the title away from Devin Haney. Devin Haney is a WBC World Champion. To be undisputed, you have to be the WBC World Champion.
Teofimo is not undisputed, bro. No matter what Teofimo says, he's just unified.
No, I'm saying what the WBC says.
I still got him.
And the WBC is a load of crap. It doesn't matter. Here's the thing: it doesn't matter what they say. For you to be undisputed, you need to hold 3 other belts, not just your own. So they can say whatever they like.
I get what you mean.
The fact that we dispute it means that he's not undisputed. That's what undisputed means. There's no dispute. But right here, we disputing it. So
but I get what you mean. What I'm saying is, they control the rules. You're abiding by their rules, but they can contradict as much as they want.
Fact.
That's like a writer writing a book contradicting what's happening in the next chapter. You're gonna say no, you can't do that. You can do that. You may not agree with it.
That's what the rule book say. They can make up the rules. That's what it says.
But here's the thing: where is it acknowledged by the WBA, the IBF, the WBO that the WBC franchise champion is a major world title? But here's the thing: where do they acknowledge that this is the major?
Here's the problem, though. That means we can't recognize Canelo winning a belt at 155, but people still say
that's fine. That's totally fine. I don't recognize it.
The franchise belt is a joke.
It is.
It's a joke. No other sanctioning body.
But giving the motherfucker a belt is a bigger joke to me.
Here's the thing.
Gifted that belt.
We love Devin Haney, but they gave him a belt. You ain't have to fight the
belt. It's a world title. The franchise belt is just a franchise belt. That's all that is.
You said the franchise belt. You have to be world champion to be franchise. You have to win that title to be a franchise champion.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I'm telling you, everyone that's won
the how?
He's right.
Everyone that's franchise has been elevated.
Lomo was the franchise champion. He was the regular champion that was elevated to franchise. So Teofimo took that belt, so that makes Teofimo the undisputed champion.
No,
because they basically
he got stripped. He got stripped because he didn't fight Devin Haney.
He signed the papers to be a franchise champion. They elevate. He didn't get stripped.
He got elevated when he fought Chicken Noodle Soup.
Hold on. Just like y'all said, Ugas got elevated from regular. The Super WBA. It's really no difference.
That's true.
Yeah, there is a big difference. There is a big difference, though.
Whatever Teofimo Lopez has got,
somebody go get Bill Haney on this motherfucker. You know,
man. Look, man. Y'all bringing a whole bunch of confusion. All the other major sanctioning bodies do not recognize the WBC franchise title as a major title.
Send me a link. Send me a link.
No. You wait. The proof is on y'all. Like where do y'all find that they recognize this as a major title?
Well, Box Rifle don't recognize it. You got it.
I'm just saying battle rifle. Yeah.
So we want to I'm trying to think about
wherever Teofimo Lopez has got. Since Lomachenko got elevated, that's above what Devin Haney's got because it's high above. Regardless of whether you agree on it or not.
No, where does it say that? Where does it say that?
You said he got elevated.
No, I didn't say that. I said no such thing.
I'm saying he got elevated to franchise belt because you have to be a WBC world champion to be elevated to be franchise.
That's facts.
Okay. Where is it recognized?
Franchise belt is quote unquote above the world championship belt.
Okay. Where is it recognized in the WBC as far as sanctioning body that the WBC franchise title is more important than the actual WBC world champion belt?
They telling us that.
He said it, man. Like Mauricio Sula once said it.
Can you find that for me?
They said it. He said it.
No, Mauricio Sula. Mauricio Sula.
No, I'm serious. I want to just use that for reference.
Suleiman said it himself on Fight Hype. He was the one that went out and said that the franchise is a special title for people that do extraordinary things. So he named Loma and he named Canelo. That's why that franchise tag was given to them because they were the champions.
I know black man been.
No, he's not undisputed, bro. He doesn't have the WBC world champion.
It's debatable.
No, it's not debatable. If none of the other belts recognize the WBC franchise belt.
Hold on. LDBC and other niggas been saying WBO ain't a real belt.
Hey,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they say.
It's just like me.
Listen. It doesn't matter what they say because all the other major sanctioning bodies, as far as IBF, the WBA, the WBC, do recognize the WBO.
Okay.
That's how you be undisputed.
I got a question here. Is Teofimo Lopez ranked in the WBC or the other belts? WBC, man. Is he ranked?
Is he ranked? He's like.
Can he win Devin Haney's title?
It's a weird situation for me to answer because. Hold on. Let me just break it down. So it's a weird situation to break down because if you look on the website, it actually shows that Devin Haney is the WBC world champion. Below that, it has a little picture where it's like Teofimo is not there, but it says Teofimo Lopez WBC what do you call it? Franchise champion, which is ridiculous. I don't know how that's supposed to work, but that's how it is. So I don't know how that's supposed to. Go ahead.
Let me ask you this question then. So my main question is this for you. Yeah? So the issue I have is this here. Devin Haney, obviously got elevated, that we established that. But it is not universally seen. It is a debate. Regardless of how you feel, it is not universally seen. Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez essentially have to fight each other. As long as they don't, then Devin Haney is a champion with an asterisk on it. That's fair.
Cool. But at the same time, cool. We can come to that agreement. We also have to come to agree that Teofimo is not undisputed until he beats Devin Haney. Then
I said he's undisputed with an asterisk. Devin Haney is a champion with an asterisk.
With an asterisk, that means he's not undisputed.
Because here's the thing, yeah. What did Teofimo Lopez win? What did he win?
Did he cut off for y'all?
No.
Wait.
I said.
What did he win? He won the IBF.
Hold on.
He won the.
Look at the screen. What did it say? Devin Haney the champion. Teofimo Lopez below him, franchise champion.
Exactly what I said. Yeah.
Can Teofimo Lopez win Devin Haney's belt?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
If he can't
wait. Ask that question again.
Can Teofimo Lopez win Devin Haney's belt?
Yes, he can.
Says who?
He can win the belt. Here's the thing. If they fight, okay, I got a better question for you. Can Devin Haney take Teofimo's belt?
Yes. We've seen it.
So wait. You can lose. You can lose. Wait, hold.
Yes,
Let me.
Lomachenko lost the franchise belt, bro.
But by not fighting him, so we're supposed to include that.
No.
It's two different things. It's two different things. By not fighting him, so we're supposed to conclude. No. I'm being dead. No. Okay. Let me put this in scenario. Let's take away all the other belts just for scenario purposes, right? For scenario purposes.
I'm gonna mute you for a minute, bro.
I'm confused.
Hold on.
What he mean by not fighting him?
So we said Loma lost his belt to to Teofimo Lopez in the ring. Franchise belt. He lost it. So Teofimo Lopez won the belt. Yes. Oh, I muted him by mistake. I didn't mute you. Oh, no.
I muted myself so you can talk. But I mean, I guess, but that's just.
It's like if you like light skinned chicks, white chicks, black chicks. It's just your preference, bro. If you want to say you're not the champion, undisputed, so be it. I'll go for the brother, but I'm all right. Canelo.
So here's what it is. You think that if he beats Devin Haney, that he wouldn't be WBC world champion? That was you think, Dr. Blake?
Anything y'all would solidify he undisputed.
Why can't he? He's the WBC world champion.
Because here's the thing, Lomachenko lost it by getting elevated. Because if you get stripped from a belt, you don't get anything. They don't give you a reward for getting for being stripped. Who in the history of boxing has been stripped and been given a new title that's meant to be above it?
So we already established that they make their own rules. So why do you have to go back in history? Why do you have to go back in history to look that up? They make their own rules as they go. You don't have to look back in history to find it because you're not going to find it. The fact of the matter is, okay. Here's the thing though. If he fights Devin Haney, then Devin Haney can no longer be WBC world champion because you actually can take that belt from him. It was a unit. If it's not, I think that's illegal. I don't think you can. How can you stay? Here's the thing. Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish real quick. How can you stage a unification fight and then don't give him the belt? That doesn't work. I think it's is that like illegal? I don't think that can happen.
Can I ask you a question? Hold on, can I ask a question? Is anybody with a regular belt unified? The regular championship belt, WBC.
No.
Like blue blood.
I'm trying to think. I don't think so. I don't think so. Not that I know of.
Looking at my baby.
No, I ain't looking at him. I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, man. Next time we come outside, don't be staring and shit like that. I don't like that.
I wasn't looking at him.
Wait, hold on, CJ. I'm gonna get back on topic, but what is that clip from? What is that clip from?
I don't know.
Like,
believe about
No, I'm on the phone.
You on the phone?
Yeah.
You looking at my baby?
No, I ain't looking at him. I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, man. Next time we come outside, don't be staring and shit like that. I don't like that.
I wasn't looking at him.
Next time we come outside, don't be staring at shit like that.
That was one of my greatest accomplishments in life, was me recording that before he did this. That was the greatest thing of all time.
What's so funny about that is freaking Lion Killer's reaction.
You ain't lying. He might have been like, he probably got his ass.
Wait, go back one more time.
The way Lion Killer eyes, though, the way he lets just like looking.
Believe about
I'm on the phone.
You on the phone?
Yeah.
You looking at my baby?
No, I ain't looking at him. I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, man. Next time we come outside, don't be staring and shit like that. I don't like that.
I wasn't looking at him.
He was wanted for blue.
Lion Killer. Lion Killer.
After that shit, bro, Lion Killer, you good, Blue? You good? He would have to beat my ass, dog.
You say you acting like you sound like Rocky Balboa.
Yo, Blue really sound like Rocky Balboa. He's like,
Apollo, and Mick. Hell no. Cut me,
man. You come at me like that, you gotta fight me. But anyway, man. Here's the thing.
All right. Keith Thurman coming back. We got this confirmed from an unknown source. He either gonna pick Berto or Devin Alexander.
Who'd rather see him fight?
Did you just say unknown source? Unknown source?
Unknown source. Anonymous source. There you go. I gotta confirm.
So you don't want to reveal it. I got you.
No, I ain't about to say that nigga name. Yo, CJ.
It was from Keith Thurman himself. Keith Thurman paying CJ to talk for him.
It ain't Keith Thurman.
No, it can't be. Keith
Man, we
Thurman.
already know you got
CJ
Keith Thurman on speed dial, CJ. Man, we already know.
CJ talk too much shit about Keith.
We had
Keith
Thurman.
Keith Thurman looked like he got.
That is a good point. That is a good point.
Hey, I was at hey, look, I was at Chili's and I seen the motherfucker look just like Keith Thurman, same height and everything.
But you know who I thought Keith Thurman was when I first saw him?
You better be quiet because you close to Keith Thurman, nigga. He might come down there with your ass.
That is a good point. But listen though, you know who I thought Keith Thurman was the first time.
Hold on, you ain't talk shit about Keith Thurman the same way you did Albert and who else we say earlier?
I don't know.
Keith Thurman close. Yeah, I don't know. Keith Thurman come down there beat your ass. Beat your ass, boy.
He said he would dope.
Man, Keith Thurman better. Nah, I ain't gonna say nothing after that. He probably come knocking on my door. But listen though, Keith Thurman. I swear to God, when I first saw Keith Thurman, you know what I thought he was? Y'all seen Rocky Balboa, right?
Yeah.
You remember Steps?
Who?
Steps. Like you remember he fell. Okay, Rocky fell for the Italian chick, and she had a son named Steps.
I don't remember that.
You lost
okay. So you remember how like he met the Italian lady and he's like what you waiting on? She's like, oh, I'm just waiting on my son. And then she pointed
this one of the older movies.
It's the one with Antonio Tarver in it. It's called Rocky Balboa.
I don't remember that movie, nigga.
I
didn't watch that one. That one was
terrible. It was good though.
Pull up a picture. Just pull up a picture. Just say Rocky Balboa and then put in Steps.
You really want to say what the show when put up Steps? Do you really want to see it?
Yeah. He looked just like Keith Thurman. That's what I thought it was.
Yep, watch. You gonna feel real special. What they look like, battle rifle?
No. Go to Rocky about. Oh my God. Does he have a last name? I don't know. That's the worst name you could ever pick for a side character. Steps. Who does that? I don't know, man. I gotta pull up a picture.
After CJ showed us that, man, I think the whole franchise debate is already done, man.
Yeah, it's concluded. Yeah, the Teofimo is the unified champion. He is not undisputed.
Teofimo Lopez is undisputed.
What's your proof? What's your proof that he's undisputed?
They can both win each other's belt. That cancels each other out.
No, it doesn't. Wait. They can. Here's the thing. If Devin Haney beats Teofimo, he becomes undisputed. If Teofimo beats Devin Haney, he becomes undisputed. Yes, it's true.
Let me ask you a question. If Keith Thurman beat Pacquiao when Pacquiao had the regular belt, would Keith Thurman win that regular belt?
No.
Exactly.
No. Listen. Hold up now.
Arguing about this, dog.
No, because I'm tired of Dr. Blick with these games. Look. He keep trying to make it seem like you can win this belt.
Battle rifle. Mauricio Sulaiman himself called the man.
I don't care what this fat little. I don't like Mauricio Sulaiman. Look, here's the thing. I'm not trying to just get emotional just because it's Mauricio Sulaiman. I'm not trying to bring too much emotion to it. The fact of the matter is, you have to, like I said,
you ain't doing a good job.
I'm trying right now. Like, dude, just hear me out. Here's the thing. Like I said, it always goes back to what the other major sanctioning bodies recognize. They don't recognize that belt. That little freaking phone. That's not even a belt. That's a title. That's an email freaking title. For all I know. So they don't recognize it. I'm sorry, he's not the WBC. He's not the WBC. Huh?
He's the email champion.
Devin Haney, right?
No. I'm talking about Teofimo.
Oh my freaking lord! You won the belt.
Wait, time out. When Devin Haney won his title, wasn't he just like the interim champion? He was the interim champion, right? He didn't win like the belt. So he's an email champion too.
No, but I'm saying what I'm saying is Teofimo does not have the WBC world champion. He's not the WBC world champion, so therefore he cannot be undisputed. If it's this much talk about who's the WBC world champion or whether or not he's actually undisputed, he cannot be undisputed. When was it this much talk about who's undisputed? It's almost never been that way.
Okay.
If it's this much talk,
there's never been a belt that conflicts the logic of everything. Because here's the thing, man. Depending on who you are.
So therefore he's not undisputed, basically.
I'm saying, man, you can make a debate that Devin Haney ain't champion.
You can make a debate, but you probably still wouldn't win. You're just gonna do the same thing what everybody else is saying.
Man, it already shows.
No, I'm not struggling. The fact of the matter is, all you're doing is saying, "Oh, well, WBC makes the rules." It doesn't matter if they make the rules. The other belts don't recognize them as a major world title. They don't. It's like you can keep swinging it. They don't recognize it as a major world title unless you can show me some evidence that they do.
Who a better fighter?
Huh?
Who a better fighter, Devin or Tio?
Tio.
Well, who's lineal? Okay, wait, hold on a minute, yeah. Tyson Fury had this.
It doesn't matter, Ed Perez. He's not undisputed.
Remember, Tyson Fury walked around with no belt, and everyone was happily recognizing him as the.
But you keep what? Okay, wait. Well, why you keep doing this? Why you keep Tyson Fury walking around with no belt? The fact of the matter is, does he have the WBC world champion? Is he the WBC world champion? Is Teofimo the WBC world champion? Yes or no?
Yes.
Whatever, man. Whatever. Yo, let's move on.
Battle rifle.
Let's move on.
He got two. As far as I'm concerned, he got 2 green belts. One of them shits is the real championship. So,
are you serious? Let's move on, man. Anyway, Canelo will stop Julian Jackson.
Bill Haney tapping in. Devin stepped up and Loma dropped the belt. Bring me on. I can teach you. She go to the link right here, Will.
No, my God. I don't want to do this. This is not necessary.
There you go. Come on.
No, man, it ain't necessary.
You about to run? About to hit the Ghostface kid?
No, I ain't about to run. I'm just saying it ain't necessary.
When Dr. Blake beat you in the debate, run.
That's really OG Bill?
Yeah, man. Come on, man. I don't want to do this.
He might take your side. Devin is the world champion. Teofimo dropped the belt. Okay. My son.
Yeah, but hey, look, in all fairness, man, he should be backing his son.
Of course.
He should be saying that he's a world champion.
Of course.
We're still the WBC right now. Oh, shit. This ain't this nigga for real. This would be hilarious, nigga. Oh, that's for real.
Oh, that's OG Bill.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Dr. Blink, keep that same energy, nigga.
Hey.
There you go right there. We got, hold on. We're gonna keep it real. We got one guy fighting. We got 2 guys fighting for you. TB Boxing, Battle Rifle. Dr. Blick, myself, and the New York nigga is taking Teofimo Lopez.
Don't just call me the New York nigga. Stop.
So
I mean, as
he the New Jersey cat.
Well, shout out to New Jersey. Shout out to everybody on the
You from Jersey? Hold on, you from Jersey for real?
No, I was trolling.
Oh, okay. All right, go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, shout out to everybody on the panel, everybody in the chat. Without for this healthy conversation. You got energy that's bringing boxing and keeping boxing on the forefront. Where you have MMA, who's has been doing a good job over there at MMA, but we got boxing. Without these fights and without these fighters wanting to fight, we can never have this conversation. And just like the brother has said, is when you talk about undisputed, you talk about it's undisputed. No one can dispute it. You have a general consensus of people that say that Teofimo Lopez is undisputed. You have a general consensus of people that says that that Devin is the world champion and he's not. Which this new belt of this franchise belt, which has only been 2 people that have had it, right?
3 now. You got 3 now. Estrada got it now, so it's the third today.
Well, you have okay. So let's say that the third person, right, and Teofimo Lopez has the franchise belt. But when you talk about the franchise belt and what it was described as when the two participants got it, they said that it was non-transferable, that it was a belt that you could not win in the ring, right? And when Lomachenko went down to Mexico in the 57th convention down in Cancun, Mexico, in which he petitioned for the belt. So when we talk about a belt being a franchise belt, it wasn't a belt that was won, right? And the belt that he said that he petitioned for, right, to get, was obviously a belt that they had gave him. And at the time that he got it, it was a franchise designation. So we know that no matter what Mauricio has said, is you can't turn an award, a franchise designation, into a belt. It cannot mysteriously turn into a belt when it wasn't a belt when he picked it up, when he petitioned for it. Okay, now also Teofimo, Lomachenko says that Devin has the real belt and he has his belt, right? So when you talk about this, you talk about on the night of that great fight that they had, you seen that Teofimo Lopez has 2 belts, right? How do you win 2 belts on one night? You understand what I'm saying? You cannot win 2 green belts on one night, or you win 2 red belts, 2 black belts, right? You cannot do it. It's not even possible. Okay, so when we talk about the franchise belt and that other belt that we'll call we won't call it a world championship, because obviously the person that lost his belt said that he had gave it up, right, in order to take the franchise designation. And then Teofimo Lopez then petitioned to the WBC to become franchise champion, right? And what they wanted to do was they wanted to build this fight for ESPN as a 4-belt championship. ESPN did not say undisputed, although the announcers did, right? So when we talk about this, we talk about a lot of dispute in it, right? And not that I ever want to target Teofimo Lopez as being the fighter that he is. I don't want to target Lomachenko as being the fighter that he is. What I do want to say is that Devin has stepped up at every time that he's has stepped up. Now it's about not just him stepping up, right? It's about and not fighting the people behind him, but fighting the people in front of him, right? When you talk about that, you talk about Javier Fortuna, who Devin petitioned after shoulder surgery to fight. We went on the Boxing Voice with Sampson, and Sampson has said on numerous of times that he wasn't willing to fight Devin. When you talk about Teofimo Lopez, who had the franchise designation.
Can I ask you a question real quick about that?
Yes.
So is it Bob or Tio that don't want to fight? That don't want to fight?
Well, it's one and the same, because when you talk about Tio and you talk about Tio colluding without Bob's permission, right? He did not collude with us. He did not discuss it with us, right? So when you talk about Tio also fighting quote unquote mandatory that he had to fight, that was also false, because his manager Dave McWater came out and said that they could have. And when you also talk about before that fight, why would you then be saying that you're willing to fight Tank, you're willing to fight Ryan Garcia, if you never could have fought them because you had to fight your mandatory in the IBF? And Mr. Goodfella, you know better than that. You know that once a champion beats another champion, you have a year. You do not have the pressure.
He petitioned for that. He petitioned for the IBF.
Yeah, huh?
He petitioned for the IBF mandatory, right?
No. He won. Well, when he won the IBF championship from Richard Comey, right? Because Richard Comey was the IBF champion. It wasn't a vacant belt.
Yeah. And then I'm talking about when he fought Camboso, he petitioned for that, right?
No. What he did was he then colluded with Cambosos, right, and made the fight and did everything in his power to ignore the time constraints, right, and then blame it on the fact that he had a certain amount of time and all these things that were all false, right? There was no time constraints. You have 1 year to defend, period.
So, I mean, what you think about the Ryan
have been stripped?
So would y'all like if Ryan Garcia beat Fortuna, that fight happened, would y'all fight Ryan Garcia?
We'd fight Ryan Garcia in a heartbeat.
Okay.
Now,
this is about Teofimo Lopez.
The thing about that is once that you win the interim title, you win the interim title, and yes, we won the interim title, and we won the interim title going into it, knowing the fact that what I always say, and you guys will know this, you know what I mean? It's a way that you say is that if the champion ain't rocking like a champion, then he can get out the way and let a champion step up. So when you talk about the interim champion, you talk about Ryan Garcia, who, if Devin didn't want to fight him, he would then petition to be the regular full world champion because there's no one else to fight. He fought his eliminator against Luke Campbell, and that's what it was. What Ryan Garcia did then was he petitioned, instead of fighting Devin Haney, he petitioned to fight Javier Fortuna, right, to save his spot in the rankings, right? And at the same time, what we did was, because he did not want to fight, Devin, we put him in a position where he had to fight Javier Fortuna, or he would then lose his rankings. But what we were hoping was the fact of that he was going to man up, and instead of fighting Javier Fortuna, fight Devin Haney, like he promised he would.
You mind if I ask him a question?
Go ahead. So y'all just put the pressure on him then.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, Battle Rifle.
Just like we put the pressure, just like we put the pressure on Lomachenko. But when you talk about Devin, you talk about the youngest promoter in the game that has never taken promoters. He doesn't have to listen to the story about, oh, it's not the right time, and oh, we're gonna work it out, and maybe later or whatever. He does his due diligence and sent a representative on his behalf on DHP to Mexico for that 57th convention down there in Cancun, and we handled our business just like every other promoter.
Go ahead, Battle Rifle. What you doing, man? Shaving?
You talking about me?
Oh,
yeah. But all right. So, Bill, who is the undisputed champion at 135? So for my man, Dr. Vic over here.
There's no undisputed champion, sir, because we have the WBC. We have the WBC title.
All right. So
exactly.
All right, we established that you right, okay, but at the same time, y'all fighting Linares in Vegas, right?
Well, that's what I'm hearing too. I'm hearing the same rumors you guys are hearing.
I'm gonna link up with you. My boy Joe got your number. When I'm be in Vegas that weekend for that fight.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely.
So I'm gonna link up with you. But
and the one thing about this is that I love about this sport is that, you know what I mean, we don't go into it, you know, and none of you guys have ever been no ass kissers. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been watching this shit since Devin wasn't a world champion. Devin was coming up through Mexico, and respect is earned and not given. But when you talk about good fella, when you talk about not seeing the Michael Jordan go against the Detroit Pistons bad boys, no matter what they said, we wanted to see him. We want to see it. When you talk about Steph Curry going against LeBron James, we want to see it. You know what I'm saying? So it always takes two to tango. And no matter how much one likes a favorite, you always have other guys that also want to see the fight. One thing that Teofimo Lopez and them have said, one thing that Ryan Garcia has said is, well, who is this and who has he fought and all these other things. Listen, if he was sweet, they would step up. You know what I mean? Period. Right? If Javier Fortuna had stepped up, there would have been no Devin Haney. Right? If Ryan Garcia had stepped up right now, then there would be no Javier Fortuna fight. If Teofimo Lopez had stepped up, there would be no Kambosos fight. If Lomachenko had stepped up, then there would not be a Devin Haney WBC title if he was that sweet.
I got one question for him before we head out. All right, Teofimo Lopez a couple weeks ago said that he wanted to negotiate with y'all at Triller. That's a false, since he's still property of Top Rank.
No one ever said that. I mean, one thing that Bob came out and said was that he wouldn't negotiate Lomachenko until we were finished with our situation with Eddie Hearn at Matchroom DAZN. But when you talk about these fights that get made, and no one says anyone has to leave anybody. When you talk about Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford, when you talk about Maurice Hooker and Jose Ramirez, when you talk about Anthony Corolla and Lomachenko, should I go on? When you talk about Luke Campbell
we have to keep it real, man. Tio don't want Devin Haney. Devin Haney been calling Tio out from before Tio became a champion, when they were just both contenders, and Tio don't want no parts of Devin Haney. I mean, we gotta keep
in the WBC tournament. I gotta say this. It kind of don't make any sense for Bob Arum to say that, because he's making Fury Joshua with Eddie Hearn.
Absolutely.
It kind of contradicts that.
But we have.
Eddie made Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. So what he's talking about?
Eddie didn't make that fight.
Eddie didn't make that,
absolutely.
man.
We have.
Come on, Bob.
Yeah.
But Bob feel like he got
my bad.
Hold on. All right. Bob feel like with Tyson Fury, he feel like he gonna beat Anthony Joshua. Yeah. So when Bob got the upper hand, Bob will make a fight.
So it's more so because Devin Haney is a higher risk, low reward fight for anybody. Like however you slice it. Like because people are gonna because if he beats Devin Haney, people are gonna say, oh, Devin Haney wasn't that good. And if he loses, then he ain't gonna have anything.
Well,
No, but if he beats Devin Haney, he become undisputed.
Exactly.
But here's the problem: people already think he's undisputed.
No.
It
Few people might think that.
doesn't listen. It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference. The rubber has met the road, right? It doesn't do. Look at what Usyk has done as a true undisputed. What is that doing, right? Look at Terrence Crawford, right? He was truly undisputed at 140. When you get through doing all the partying, the fake kicking it, and all the other shit, you see what I'm saying? You still got to get in the ring and handle your business. You cannot just run around and say, okay, well, now I'm undisputed, piss on the people's head and tell them that it's raining, and then say, okay, I don't have to do nothing. Because a general consensus will still say, okay, well, let's fight, right? I don't debate that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't debate that, right? I debate our position. I debate the fact that when Lomachenko petitioned to the WBC to become a franchise champion, right? He didn't fight for a franchise champion. Who did he fight? He didn't fight anyone to do it, right? You can't fight Luke Campbell for the belt and the franchise, and then say that okay, Devin has all the responsibilities of defending the WBC world title, right? By having mandatories, right? So when you talk about that, you talk about okay, the franchise champion able to then pick the other side and say, okay, I'm going to defend against Kambosos, right? But when you talk about the WBC, in the WBC, you had Luke Campbell, Zaira Abdullaev, Javier Fortuna, Devin Haney, and then also you had Tank Davis that was number one in the WBC to Devin Haney. And then he decided to take a junior belt instead of fighting Devin for the full world title. He took the junior belt and then dropped down to 130. Right? These are all facts. These are all facts. And what I say to the people is I said, by the time everyone spends their energy, their time, their money, and all the stuff is, these guys is getting these $1 million and driving around in Rolls Royces and buying their girls BMWs and all the shit. You guys got to fight. Ain't no trying to fool people and all that other shit, and then people gonna just ride and gonna pay and all that, and then you don't want to fight, right? The one thing that they can say is they can say a lot of shit, but they've never said that Devin don't want to fight. They can never say that we came on here and said that we got to be A side, that we got to have a certain amount of money, or none of that shit, right? Because when you talk about being in the WBC tournament, we were already in the tournament and wanted to fight Teofimo Lopez, and it was for far less money, right? When you're talking about Javier Fortuna in the WBC tournament, it was for far less money. So coming up the ladder, we already saw these guys, and we saw them for far less money than we get paid now. So we never talked about the money. We always looked at those were fighters that we were going to showcase our skills. So then they ducked out the way, and then came back and said, "Oh, who has he fought? Who has he fought?" Well, it's only 3 major players in the game. Well, let's say 4 major players: Oscar,
Al,
Eddie, of course, Bob, and Al. Right. So obviously, if you see one side of them ducking, and then you're on the other side, and then we're with Eddie, then you can fucking say that. You can say, "Oh, who has he fought?" Because you know good and goddamn well what's going on. You see what I'm saying? And when you talk about the guy, he says that he's going to go up to 140, right? Teofimo Lopez, but the 140 pounders ain't asking for you. They're not talking about you, right? So once again, you want to tell somebody something about these belts and all this other shit that at the end of the day, good fellow and everybody don't give a fuck about your belt. They don't care nothing about that belt. They want to pay to see the fucking fight.
Facts.
The good fight. Now you want to rock everybody to sleep and tell them, okay, well, I'm going for the belt. We don't care about your belt, man. We care about seeing the best fights. We care about seeing styles, different styles. And if you have the same style as another one, I'm sure they want us to have that style, just standing right in front of them like you know what I mean, stone feet and all the shit. But that would be like saying that LeBron has to have the same style as Curry. That would be like Jordan having the same Magic having the same style as Bird, right? You have different styles, right? And
but you know they don't want to fight that style.
Yeah, but you know
that's true.
But the thing about it is that's the respect that we get from our peers, and then we work to get the appreciation and admiration from the fans, the guys that's paying the bills. So we must do our due diligence and then still stay steadfast about this. But them not wanting to fight us does not, sway us or deter us no more than when they didn't want to fight us before. And if you see Devin and you see him and Teofimo get together, you won't see that same energy. If you
don't.
Devin,
Exactly.
That's true.
Devin,
Yeah, facts.
if you see Devin and Ryan, you won't see that. You'll see guys saying something else, right? But they hope and pray that a general consensus enough will back that narrative that this fight shouldn't happen. But the one thing about Devin is that I wanted to put Devin in the position, and we wanted to plant seeds for other young brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers and aunties and uncles to say, okay, when it comes time for a legacy fight, when it comes time to do your business, stay down, stay together, right? Okay, we've been to Jay-Z's house. We've been to Bob Arum's multi-million-dollar office. We've been down there to Oscar De La Hoya's big skyscraper. You know what I mean? We've rode around with Floyd and his Rolls Royce. You know what I'm saying? And kick game and talk game. But ultimately, what we wanted to happen is we wanted to be the generations to get better. And before we came into boxing, the whole narrative was that you had to sign with one of the big four, right? And that's a real fucked up way that you've got to sign with the big four, right? Because and you got to separate from your dad, and you got to separate from your coach that you grew up with and all that. It was just a fucked up way that boxing was being perceived, right? We wanted to change that narrative by any cost, right? Win, lose, or draw. I mean, we're here to make a big event happen. At the end of the day, it's just a spectacular event. But when you talk about preparing yourself in the backyard for, you know what I mean, the last second shot, right? You know what I'm saying? Where you're down, okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, and you practice making that big shot. That big shot ain't against a slouch, right? You're not practicing the shot and you're up 20, right? You're practicing the shot as if you're against the baddest team in the league, right? And that's what you rehearse. When you talk about us rehearsing, we don't rehearse and in our mind visualize, you know what I mean, a scrub, right? We visualize getting in there against the opposing group, the opposing consensus of people's favorite fighter, right? We want to fight your favorite fighter because we appreciate how hard you go about that guy, right? If you don't go hard about the guy and you don't think he's the guy and all that other shit, we don't want to fight him. But when you talk about Devin, the experience in Devin growing up in this sport of boxing, right? There's no fighter that intimidates him. There's no fighter style that scares him in a way that he's like, oh no, I haven't seen that before, right? When you talk about me, what I wanted to develop in him, I wanted the kind of confidence that we have when that some of these dads that's been working with their sons in these backyards and doing the best they can and small towns and stuff. Devin grew up in the fight capital of the world, Las Vegas, and we've learned, both of us, we've learned with some of the best professors in the game. It's only the fact of, and I always hear Goodfella and I always say about bringing in somebody. But when you bring in somebody, one thing about that person is that person knows what he knows, right? He doesn't necessarily know why Floyd and when Floyd gets behind his shoulder. He doesn't know why Mike McCallum goes to the body or how he goes.
All right, I got a question for you. All right, this is one of the questions I have for you. All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna let you know. And then, so when I tell him to take a look, and I say take a look like Roy, or when I tell him to go into the prevent like Virgil, right? Or when I tell him, you know what I'm saying? I tell him to close up like Floyd, or I tell him to roll in, roll out like Roger, right? Come back with my hook like Eddie, right? These are Hall of Fame guys that we learned this shit from. And when Devin gets in there and there's somebody else talking, right? And Devin is doing something, it's just kind of like the guy's like, okay, no. But he doesn't necessarily understand that we picked that up from somebody else and that's what he's doing. And I don't know it, right? So what I did was, because of the loyalty that Devin has for me, right? And the loyalty that all the coaches and of all the fighters that have for their coaches that really want to get some of that pad work over there with Floyd Sr., or really want to go over here and see whatever coach, You don't because you don't want to hurt the guy's feelings. You don't want to cause a rift. And two, some of the coaches that want to solicit help to the fighter don't want to cause a rift, right? So what I did was I didn't ask Devin for permission, right? I knew that I had raised the boss. And what I did was I told him that if there's somebody out there in the world that wants to come, and because I'm a shit-talking MFer, right? Don't be scared about coming and to solicit this work. Now, when Devin, before he became world champion, right, we were flying kind of under the radar, you know, and it was a different kind of movement, right? But as Devin has progressed, right, and seeing me, and if something worked that worked, and somebody wanted to bring something, I opened up the door for it. And if Devin wanted to then solicit somebody, and you know what I mean, itself, that I want to let him know that it wasn't no hard feelings, because I'm the biggest thing in life that I could be is his father, right? And that's the job that I take super duper serious. When you talk about the sport, right? I can't wear it on my sleeve because he is the boss, right? This thing, he grew up doing this shit, and his decision, you know, trumps in boxing, trumps any decision that I'll make because he's the boss. But when it comes down to being his dad and being a father and making the right decision and making him comfortable, that's what I wanted to do.
All right, we was talking about, is Mike McCullum the trainer, or that's something y'all just gonna keep on the wraps?
Well, no, Mike McCallum has always been a mentor. He's always been a mentor. He's always been in there. We opted to go with some speed when we brought Mickey in, you know, because we knew that Mike was kind of slowing down. You know what I'm saying? In terms of, you know, the last fight, he wasn't in the corner, and it wasn't because of anything other than he had got gout. He had got gout in his foot. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't able to get up on the apron. He wasn't able to do certain things. You know, when you talk about senior, we love senior to death, right? When it comes time to, in that 1 minute, being able to, and you know, being able to hear him, Devin being able to hear him and understand him, right? We, you know, that's when I stepped up because of the voice. Devin being familiar with the voice in me, and also when you talk about a level of comfort going in there, right? No different than the problem that happened with Wilder and his guy,
Breland.
with me and him, with Breland, right? Devin has a confidence in me that we know what's going on, and he feels that I'm gonna make the right decision, you know. And in my heart, I ask God, you know, always to, you know, keep me aligned and keep me able and keep me focused and able to make those decisions that he's happy with.
So you said Mickey Bay, right?
Yeah, Mickey Bay is
Midwest boy, huh? I'm from Detroit. He in Cleveland. Shout out to Mickey and Cortez. I like both of them.
Well, Mickey brings that Detroit flavor. See, we wanted that. See, that Detroit goes back to even Dale Williams, right? That flavor. We just had Theo Torrance in there because Theo Torrance was a disciple of Eddie Futch. So all these young guys and us, we study those guys, man. We have so much respect for that Michigan, you know, that Michigan, that whole swag, man. You know what I'm saying? That Georgie Benton was, you know, Mike McCallum is a disciple of Georgie Benton as well, and Eddie Futch. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we believe in that wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, you know, it's times that Devin uses that style and he uses it effectively.
And then this is the last question because I got to go. Like guys like me say, I would like to see Devin sit down a little bit more. Do you think eventually, kind of like Floyd, he moved around a little bit younger, and eventually he got to operating surgically from the pocket? That will come just with a little bit more experience.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Well, because Devin being the youngest of the bunch, right? So what you do is you have to choose your poison, right? And going into it with those guys, right? All those guys, even you'll see with Linares can sit you down with one shot. He sat Lomachenko down, and Lomachenko had never been set down. You know what I'm saying? So when you talk about those styles, when you talk about Tank Davis, right? Hell of a puncher, and Gamboa, but he ended up with 2 black eyes in that fight. You know what I'm saying? So we choose the style that's best for Devin right now. And you know, we've learned from the best in Floyd is that, you know, in this sport, you know, it's about winning. It's about hitting and not getting hit, and it's about lasting, right? Because you want to last in it. You want to be able to put on the big events. And if you've got beaten by the guys on your way up the ladder, you're not able to perform when you get to the top.
All right, what you see Virgil Ortiz fight last weekend? Did you watch that?
Hell yeah,
you like him?
Yeah, hell yeah, I like Virgil Ortiz, man. I like that young dude. Listen, it's a whole crop of young guys that are taking over. You know what I'm saying? Taking over the sport of boxing. They're hungry, right? And I saw Virgil. But when you talk about that, and you talk about Terrence Crawford, who Maurice Hooker is his little homeboy, right? That's his little guy, right? Maurice was working with them up there in Omaha, and Terrence Crawford was looking closely at it. And Terrence Crawford saw things that Maurice Hooker was able to do to Virgil Ortiz, and also saw things that Virgil Ortiz did to Hooker that Crawford really believed and knows in his heart of hearts he won't be able to do to him, and he knows that he would be able to do to Virgil.
Yeah, we kind of moved on to because the little welterweight, you get it, waiting time. Moving on from him and Boots. That's kind of the fight most of the people we kind of waiting on, man.
Yeah,
and go ahead.
So my question is for you. If Errol Spence was to fight Bud, who you go winning?
Man, you know what? I was initially going leaning more towards Earl, right? When I got a chance to see live and in color, I got a chance to see that Mikey Garcia fight. Danny Garcia fight, right? I think that Crawford is more elusive, right? When I got a chance to see the negotiating of Earl for Crawford, right? The willingness to get in there with him, I started leaning more towards Crawford. Right?
Who laughing?
That's
TBE.
All right. I know Bill don't want to say it, but you know that Errol don't want to get in there with Crawford under no circumstances, man. And that's just the facts. I keep it real, 100%. He don't want no parts of Crawford, and everything he does shows that.
Yeah, like I said,
I don't have nothing to lose, so I can say it.
He said 80-20.
And it is what it is at that point. But yeah, man, I'm good to see Mickey training with y'all, man. I got love for Mickey. Hell of a career, won a world title, all that. So I thought he should have did more. But yeah, I gotta get out of here, y'all. But Bill, anytime you want to come on, just hit me up. All my social media links in the description, man. You talk basketball? Hold on. You talk basketball?
Yeah, I love basketball.
We're gonna have to get you on. We're gonna talk ball, man.
Bill should be a lawyer, man. You should be a lawyer, Bill.
CJ don't know nothing about no damn basketball. He a Pistons
fan. You a Knicks fan, bro, ain't you?
No, I'm a Laker fan, bro. Lakers.
Man. Let me ask y'all, what fight should Teofimo Lopez fight after Kambosos?
Haney.
I like Haney.
I want clarification.
That's it.
What you think
about Haney now instead of Kambosos? It's a joke.
Yeah. What you think about him moving up eventually, fighting? Or I think Bob gonna move his champions up anyway. So what's our timetable moving up to 40?
Well, I mean, like I said, this is the 135 pound is a stacked division of a bunch of talent, right? People, it's one of the hot divisions in boxing. So Devin's last weight cut, went better than any other weight cut, and I think that attributes to him growing and being more professional at the dinner table, right? So, when he was at home and with us and stuff like that, he wasn't as disciplined. But now that he's out on his own and doing what a boss is supposed to do, he's staying on top of it. So, we want to make the big fights happen, right? We think that Devin has put in so much work, man, that no one is going to beat him, right? Even though, and I don't want to ever look past Linares, right? Linares is a tough and rugged guy, right? He's a guy that still has power, he has speed, he has all the things that will bring out more in Devin's toolbox for the world to see.
And then I got this one thing, kind of blew my mind. I heard y'all spar with Linares, and I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't supposed to say nothing, but I heard y'all kind of got the best of him.
Well, you know how young Devin was then, though.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be something totally different. If Linares is expecting that, he's in for a rude awakening.
Yeah, y'all would y'all fight Shakir down the line if he moved kind of, they kind of a little bit spaced out, but that's another fight kind of people looking down, down the line. Him and Colbert.
Well, it's I always give props when I talk about giving props to any fighter. I always give them to Shakur. His management team and Jay Prince is he's been like a mentor and a big brother to me. You know what I'm saying? He gave me the confidence going into it that I could do this shit, right? And what we have had a pact is that once Shakur handles his business and Devin handles his business, then we'll talk about it. We'll revisit it. We're
gonna give y'all $100 for that one.
But right now, right now, it's always been. It's funny because it's always been. Devin has always been in a weight class, even in the amateurs. Devin has always been in a weight class up from them. Shakur was tearing shit up, winning shit. Devin was winning shit. But Devin is obviously younger than Shakur, right? So they had a, you know what I mean, a big brother, little brother, kind of a relationship. You know what I'm saying? And even Wally, his grandfather, has also been, been good to me and showed me a lot of things. So, we consider them to be family, and we both teams are tearing shit up.
Yeah, I like both of y'all, but I appreciate everybody for coming on, man. Bill, we're gonna get you back on, talk some basketball and some boxing. Appreciate y'all, Dr. Blick. Battle Rifle, peace.
All right, peace.